What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Nerds Galore, where we let the inner nerd roar. I'm your host, Star Wars Gazer, joined by the Lord Swoonski, as we all know. What's up, Lord
Hello
Swoonski?
there.
And we got a new face today, JT Lovecraft. What's up, JT? How you doing?
That's me. That's me.
A-
How you doing? I'm doing good.
AKA Star Killer, guys. If you haven't seen him on Instagram yet, he's Star Killer.
He's
I
a
blush.
he's a lot better than I pulled a gazer just now. I had my freaking mic muted.
Better you than me.
But this guy right above me to this way is a lot better than that Star Wars closet guy that we always have on here.
Yeah,
So-
that's Star Wars closet guy, dude. I don't know about him. It's kind of interesting. We always invite him on, and he never wants to be on.
I
So
think we need to reevaluate our friendship with him.
I would agree with that.
Damn,
And-
bro got kicked off. I'm sorry, man. Well, you're
I
right
love
for
it.
one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
This is true. This is so we're just on here. We're gonna keep it. I mean, we usually keep it loosey goosey anyway, but we're just gonna be real loosey goosey tonight. I mean, we got Lord Swoonski eating a grilled cheese. I'm over here just chilling, editing video. We got JT back there doing whatever he does. He's doing something back
I'm
there.
chilling, dude. I haven't even done like our one-on-one interview yet. This is the second time on the channel already. So
I know, right? This is weird. Wait,
good.
you're not supposed to be on. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a ghost. Float around.
I love it. We will have some other people be joining us here in a little while. In the meantime, what have you boys been up to?
That
Dog.
post con depression, I guess.
I know.
Swinsky said it best in his video, man. It's when you have such a fun weekend that you look forward to and you meet all these good people and you come back to normalcy, it's like, man, it hits you like a sack of bricks.
100%. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to fill it now with going to more conventions. So I'm already got my tickets and everything for Rebel Scum Con. And then I'm trying to get my way out to the Denver Fan Expo. So
I've never been out that way. I've only been out west that far one time for Vegas, and it was a Blade show. It's called the
Viva
USN.
Las Vegas.
My dad, he does like plastic fabrication and whatnot, which is
Okay.
kind of the basic whatever job.
Yeah.
But his cool job, he's a knife salesman.
Okay.
So, yeah,
That's sick.
weapons are part of my religion. Yeah, ever since I was born, he's been cool with knives and whatnot. So yeah, I was out to be able to go out to that way and see what it's all about. It wasn't too impressive, except at nighttime. Vegas at nighttime on the Strip is like Coruscant under levels. You know, got the
Oh, that's cool.
kind of like how we were just in Nashville. Like they just got like ambient drums playing with like the neon lights and everything. Like
Yeah.
that.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Appreciate all 6 of you in here right now. Late night stream. We'll probably only go for about an hour or so. Nothing too crazy tonight. We've been streaming a lot the last 4 nights, which nothing wrong with it, but
JT said he wants to go for 12 hours.
I want to go for 12 and a half hours. Swinsky's lying. I said 12 and a half hours.
I do want to do at some point, if we ever get the opportunity to raise money for charity or something, we should do like a 12-hour, 24-hour stream kind of a thing. Just
Ooh.
go.
I'm down.
So
Maybe that'll be the one where we all dress up.
oh, I don't know about that. I don't think I can last that long in a cosplay, my guy.
I was gonna say,
If JT can last that long in the Star Killer outfit, you can wear a tunic for 12 hours.
as it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, "What did I sign myself up for?"
Yeah, you got to think, JT. There's nobody there that you could send to go get you drinks and hydration now.
Oh my goodness, dude, you came in clutch with that Powerade, man. I really appreciate it.
That's
Bro,
funny.
I hope I did. Freaking $6.
I gotta say this though. I gotta say this. Lord Swoonski had a hilarious story to the backside of that. I don't know if you've heard. He told you he'd bring you something to drink, and I don't know where you went, Swoonski. I can't remember. But the dude gets back up to the room and is sitting on the couch or the bed, and he's like, I do not want to get up. And then he's like, I can't leave JT hanging like that. The dude is gonna die in his suit. I can't do that to him.
Yeah, dude, I made it back up to the room because I waited for forever because I had to go drop stuff off, and we all know that elevator at the hotel. God bless.
Every floor.
Dude, even like the nights that I couldn't sleep and I was like going down to the lobby at like 2 o'clock in the morning, it still took like 30 minutes to come and get me.
There's 3 elevators, so that's like, what the heck, man? You know?
But so I had to walk up 6 flights of stairs, and my fat ass was about to like stroke out of like having an asthma attack. I'm like, I gotta sit down. And then I sat down. I was like, oh, I messed up, bro. I don't want to get up. My feet are killing me. And I'm like, JT's gonna die if I don't freaking get up and get this power into him, bro.
Yeah, it must have been nice to sit. Dude, you get to a certain point when you've been standing so long all day where you just kind of forget that, oh, sitting is an option. Oh, drinking is an option. So people ask me, they're like, dude, how do you make it that long in such a hot leather costume? I'm like, you get so hot and sweaty, you just forget about it. You know, there's a certain threshold that you cross, or your brain is just like, okay, whatever, which is morbid to think, but it's not comfortable by any means. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely got to invest into one of those little USB fans. It even looks like a Star Wars thing. It's like I don't know, electro binoculars. It's a fan. You put it right in your costume, but yeah, man, any sort of handler or buddy that can pass me a drink, because obviously you can't. I got claws and a little T visor, so it's hard enough to move already. My friend Blake was carrying around my my cards that people would give me, like business cards that people would hand me after they take a picture. I wanted to have mine done for the con, but the QR code that I had printed on there, the colored printer sheared it off. And so I was like, oh, dude. I was like, there's no time to even fix this, man. I gotta get on the plane tomorrow morning early. So yeah, it is what it is. Maybe next time.
That's what happens when you don't hit up BP for business cards.
True
He
story.
does business cards? Okay. I might hit up battle packs.
There is no might, you will.
You will. No, but you guys, you definitely passed out some cool business cards. I got all yours. You know, just a bunch of. I want to sticker bomb my table with just a bunch of buddies cards. That'd be awesome.
Heck yeah, nice card by the way. I saw you got his too.
Yeah. I gotta still go through them because people were handing me some and they actually don't have labels on them. So I'm trying to like go through and remember who gave me this. Yeah.
Oh man, crazy week though.
I even asked you at one point, I'm like, this is Boba one. I'm like, you didn't give me one of this, did you? And he's like, no, so that package you got, it has one in there. And I turned around, I'm like, okay, good. All right. So, yeah.
Do you like the card in there?
Yes, it's very cool. I love the big sticker looking one too with you're like looking off to the side.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. Dude, it's been a wild week, man. Like, from that video of me and that Django Fett being posted by Theory, and then I saw the first time he posted it, he hadn't tagged me, which is fine because he hadn't followed me. It's not a big deal. It's whatever. I was like, dude, this is just cool that like I'm in the video, right? And then next thing I know, about 40 minutes later, all of a sudden I'm looking on I get a notification on my Instagram. It's like Theory's following you, and I'm like, and then it's like he tagged you in a video. I'm like, oh, no way. And then I looked on, yeah, sure enough, he reposted it and tagged me, and I'm like, that's wild, dude.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Mine wasn't as impressive as that. I kind of asked him after I changed out, like, hey, man, do you think I can get a follow back so I can be in touch? If you come to a local con, I can do the same thing. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So I kind of like initiated that, but you just randomly getting a follow out of the blue and getting that recognition, posting, you're in Django's recreation video, man, that's sick.
Yeah.
I wasn't even expecting him to use like any footage of me because I only showed up for, like behind his booth for the one day. But ShamWow got that like day 3 whatever clip of me, like the phase in. But you and Wrath of Mandalore got a lot of screen time, which is pretty cool. So,
yeah. It was dope. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm just happy that I got on his stream, man. His good side. And that was funny. After he followed me or whatever, I just messaged him. I was just like, hey, thank you for the follow, much love, man. And that I just left it at that, like. I don't want to bother him. I know he's a busy dude. But what's really crazy is as soon as that happened, I had a couple of people from his team, 2 of them I think, follow me, including Nick, which Nick is, I mean, they're all cool, but Nick is a cool dude.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to him a little bit, and and then all of a sudden now I just have people left and right just following me on Instagram. I'm like, can you please make that YouTube as well? Like that would be great.
Yeah, I didn't get tagged in any of his stuff, but I'm totally fine with it. It's more so just the experience of
And being
it.
on there, right? I mean,
Yeah, because I'll always know, and also you guys, seeing you guys at the con and everything, like those are like the memories that I'll never forget. So it's cool,
absolutely.
good
Yeah.
stuff.
Being able to see you guys in person is just sick. I love it. It was so fun. That's why I said I am doing it again. So Rebel Scum Con, here I come. Like I said, I already got my plane ticket. I got my press pass. Well, I don't physically have it, but I've been approved for the press pass.
Nice.
So yeah, lots of fun. So much fun.
Yeah, last time I went to ICC was 2022. That was also the first time I went. But I'd like, with how it went this year and how I remember it going years ago, I would like to, if I can, find the time and money to make it a yearly thing. Because there is no other experience like that.
Oh no, there's not.
So,
No.
yeah.
It was great. I am looking for. Tony's right.
Excuse me.
I got the con bug, and I want to go to every con I can just for content. I don't really give a crap about buying anything. I just want to go for the content and
Just
seeing
remember,
everyone.
if you go to these big corporate conventions like Fan Expo, don't expect the same.
Right.
I mean,
I
you're
know.
you're gonna be able to do like what we did at the Theory Sabers booth, like at any convention. I mean, that's a booth. You can literally just chill at any booth you want.
Right.
But like, don't expect to just be running into the celebrities or being able to talk to them for more than like 2 minutes.
Right. Right.
Well, let's
100%.
I don't know, correct me if I forget any, but some of the benefits at ICC Con are, one, like you said, extra time with celebrities at their tables. Two is room sales, because the
Yep.
convention being hosted at the hotel, people sell right out of their rooms. Three, the celebrities and your friends, since you're at the hotel again, will have breakfast in the open area wherever the breakfast is being hosted. I have a video on my Instagram highlight of me sitting across from my friend Blake, and I go over his shoulder. I'm like, so there's Roger Christian right here, and then his back turned, but it's Sebulba, Lewis McLeod, and then I turn around and go to like where the buffet line is, where the like weird biscuits and gravy was,
Yeah.
and then there's Warwick Davis eating with the son, dude. So boom, three, and then like not even 10 minutes after that, I get like a behind the back selfie of just Andy Seacombe behind me. Watto just
That's
eating
cool.
juice. It's just like you're
That's
not gonna
chill.
get that anywhere else.
Uh-uh.
Even at the
Bro.
first time that I went, we had beers with General Veers, old guy, Julian Glover. Is
Yeah.
nowhere else, man. So
Dude,
dope.
freaking, what other convention are you going to be able to go with your buddy to get a Watto auto and he forgets that he doesn't have enough cash, so he runs to the ATM and you just get to sit there talking to Watto for like 45 minutes? That's never going to happen. I could pay $400 to meet Watto at like Fan Expo, and if
That's
I
dope.
forget something, it's tough shit, bro. Back of the line, I guess.
yeah.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah. I hoping we get a few other guys in here. They said they were gonna join us. Just messaging them now. Oh man. So JT, you gonna go to any other cons or anything this year, or is that kind of just be your one for the year kind of a thing?
Yeah, so I got at the end of June next month, I have Nickel City Con. And Ray Park's allegedly going. Let's hope he
Yeah,
doesn't
Don't
flake.
count on
allegedly.
that, dude. Cancel
Allegedly.
Collecticon today.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say, so I've
canceled what?
seen.
Collecticon in Florida.
Yeah.
Really?
So today, Swoonsky and Wrath on Mandalore, the three of us were playing Fortnite earlier on Wrath's channel, and I told him, I'm like, hey, you guys know Nilda, right? Appetite for Collectibles. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, I just saw on her Instagram because she's like a local like Floridian, right? And Collecticon, she posted on the story that Ray Park canceled, and she captioned it every time, with like the sad emoji. And I messaged her. I'm like, no, what's the reason? And she's like, I don't know what the reason is anymore. Maybe it's a quota thing. Maybe he's having another crash out, but I'm just effing pissed. And I'm like, I'm right there with you. I tried to meet the guy twice. If I don't meet him this time around, third time's the charm, then I just don't know, whenever I would be able to meet him, because it's not every day that he comes to a con that's local to me. And when he cancels like this over and over, it's like, am I even gonna bother trying anymore? It's almost like I don't
Right.
even. It's almost like I would have to catch him not looking forward to meeting him. Like, oh, he's at this con. Let's just walk over to booth and see if he's there. Like, don't expect going to the con to meet him.
I
Right?
think you'd have a better chance of running into him randomly at like the airport or at like a random Starbucks than you would actually paying money to go and meet this man.
100%.
He was
Yeah.
supposed to be at Ocala Comic Con, and the convention opened at like 10:15 or something. They come out at like 9:55. Hey, Ray Park just called us and said that he's not getting on his flight. We don't know what else to tell y'all, so you guys can exchange photos or get refunds, but he's not coming. This is the third time in a row. I don't think we're going to invite him anymore.
Yeah.
My
So
God
yeah,
bless, dude.
last year at Nickel City Con, he was supposed to come. He was the headliner, and he didn't show up. And we found out online. Not even like an official email announcement or anything. I'm waiting in the line for Daniel Logan, and I hear someone behind me is like, "Oh, did you know Ray canceled?" And you got people walking around with Darth Maul makeup and everything, and I got my satchel full of Darth Maul memorabilia and whatnot, and it's just it's depressing.
That's a crummy thing to do.
Yeah. So
Yeah, honestly, like with all the stories that I hear, I don't think that it's worth it to meet. I mean, I know he's like the original Darth Maul, but at this point, I think it's just more worth it to go and meet Sam and get something signed from Darth
Yeah,
Maul. From
Sam, and honestly, Tobias. Tobias does such a great job with his official Fandom Menace makeup and stuff. Like, to me, it's just as cool as meeting it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm talking like like actors that were in the
well, right.
Star
But
Wars
I'm
universe.
just
I mean,
saying, like,
it'd still be sick like that Maul insert that Muff got signed. I'm sorry, Muff. I know you're Wrath on Mandalore, but you're still Muff to me.
love it. Love it.
true.
Yeah. Not a ton to talk about. I got some interviews dropping. It's funny, my daughter tonight had her dance recital. She went really well. It was funny. You kind of forget how big they're getting. Like, she's gonna be 10 at the end of the year. And she was up on stage. Like, we just got done watching these like itty bitty little girls, these little tutus up there. I'm like, cool. That was like really cute. And then they leave, and then like daughter's group comes on. I'm like, where the crap is Cassie? And like, I forget that she's this like bigger 10-year-old now. And I'm like, holy crap, I feel old.
Someone told me the other day, dude, you remember that Rogue One came out 10 years ago? I'm like, don't tell me that.
For real?
Yeah,
That was 10 years ago?
2015, man. Same as The Force Awakens.
Holy
And your daughter is
crap.
10. I mean, that's like, I don't want to feel old, man. I'm in my early 20s,
Dude. Bro, that's bad.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really bad. I can't believe it's been that long ago. What the crap is going on?
Time flies when you're having fun or hating something.
Or hating. So I was just gonna say, or hating something. Oh man, halfway. I just got done an hour late. I'm gonna fight you. Man, that's funny. Anyway.
So previously, so Nickel City Con, and then the other one I got planned is Fan Expo Canada in
Okay.
Toronto, and
Oh wow.
you and McGregor's going there.
Ooh.
So
Oh man, I want to have him sign something.
Hope you got some cheddar. I hope you got more. I hope you got more cheese in that wallet than what's in Swoonski's grilled cheese sandwich. Because damn, dude, they had an autograph and photo op package, $1,000, man. Not a good time.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. I'm going to Fan Expo in Chicago in August, which is another reason why I'm not going to Rebel Scum. There's other reasons, but I'm not going to get into that. But
They got the dually there.
yeah, I'm just going for Hayden, bro. Ewan was like added an extra like $600 onto what I'd already like planned out. I'm like, whoo! But if anybody wants to send me the money so you guys can get an auto, I mean, I'll gladly get it for you. But yeah, I'm just going for Hayden, bro. I'll meet Ewan at another convention.
It's not like a rare thing, but it is a somewhat desired thing because it doesn't happen all the time that Hayden and Ewan do a dual photo
yeah.
op, you know.
I mean, they got a panel there, like a dual panel, so I'm going to that obviously, but like
Yeah.
the dual photo op, I think I'm good on that one for this con. There's not enough recuperation time money wise.
dude, this Denver Fan Expo, they have Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville.
My friend Charlie is going on a cruise because he's a Smallville Superman nut, and apparently those guys are going on the cruise and they're doing like something for their podcast or whatever.
Dude, that's
So
sick.
he's telling me all the time. It's actually pretty soon here. I think it's mid-June. I don't know. He says he's packing or something. He's also like a kind of paranoid guy, but but no, man. Yeah. So Ewan McGregor, I don't even have anything for him to get signed. No, nor do I have the money for that. But I already have a signature. That's besides the point. But in London, I tried to pitch the tattoo idea to him, but he couldn't do it because he was filming for the Gentleman in Moscow movie. So even in his photo ops, like he had an R2D2 in between people, he couldn't get close. So it's I was understanding of it, but real like disappointed. But he said, "I'll get you next time," right? So my friend, Blake, he's Canadian. He has an autograph for his Revenge of the Sith poster, so I'm gonna go up with him and see if he will fulfill that promise.
Well, guys, we have a man who just joined us from riding in on his Banta.
Uh-oh.
He just rode in on his Banta.
My screen just broke.
Wouldn't let me cast.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't give me an option or anything.
Here, let me try something here. I'm kind of curious because I had to do this with JT. Let me try something. I'm going to send this to you on Instagram. Back out. Try this. I'm just curious. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, whatever that new link is that you sent, it brought me to a different screen with a new prompt. And everything was already connected. Yeah, it's weird.
Awkward.
It's weird, man.
Man, that guy's a loon. Watch it, Chief. My mama's half loon. Yeah, anyone know what that movie is? What that's from?
Bro,
Sounds
that is.
familiar.
I've heard it. It sounds familiar, but I can't place a freaking finger on it.
Still nothing?
It just says join stream. Doesn't let me do anything.
Interesting. Sorry about that, sir.
It's all good.
Thanks for joining.
I'm out. See ya.
All right, bye. How are you doing this evening?
Getting by.
All right, this is group therapy session time. All right, Wrath, the man, the floor is yours.
No.
Why?
I'm casting good vibes on you.
We're just getting by. All right, now I'm definitely fucking leaving. That was some acolyte shit right there.
Oh, don't make me do the power of many.
The power of one.
Can we kick this guy in the top right?
It's not the power of one and many. It's the power of Juan and Manny.
Oh,
Manny?
The power of Juan, the power of Manny.
Manny Jacinto? Dude, apparently
Yeah,
Manny
and,
Jacinto is like a really chill guy to me.
Sucks he got looped into that.
Yeah. He's the only redeeming part. Even though he kind of retcons, Venomous in a sort, I think that's still up for discussion. He's still like in my opinion, the only redeeming thing of the show.
I got more cards for you, Wrath.
Fucking hell.
Do you not want it?
This man's
Yo,
like, "Do you sell
hey.
my cards yet?" I was like, "I haven't even gone live."
No. I wasn't asking if you're selling the cards. I was just curious if you had gone through them at all.
Oh, I've gone through them. I think there's some that I'm just gonna have to give you cash for. I'm gonna be real,
Why is that?
because I like you.
Okay.
Because
Lisa
I
likes
like
me.
I
Hey,
like
feel
you.
free, dude. Feel free. I like that. Let's do that.
Misa like your cards.
Do y'all remember the movie Spy Kids?
Oh
Yeah, I do.
yeah.
Dude, you remember when they go to when Cheech is like, "I'm not your uncle," and he sends them to the safe house, and they go to like that futuristic microwave thing, and they have like the stacks or whatever. When you
This
held
man's
the
way
cards,
too into Spy Kids.
dude, I got freaking nostalgic memory, man. You hold up that stack of cards, it's like that microwave instant food.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I used to get bullied in school because people said I looked like the Thumb Warriors.
That's bad, dude.
Lord Swoonsky, hold it in, dude. Hold it in.
Hold it in, or you'll face the wrath of all of Mandalore. He said he looked like a thumb. It's all
Hope
right.
isn't
I'm
pretty sure I had a
meant-
pimple on my ass
Fine over
cheek last
there.
week that looked like Swoonsky.
Lord Swoonsky's like, I need to turn off my camera and my microphone for a second. Yeah, Wrath. Whatever cards you want, let me know. Which ones you want to give me cash for. I'll send these 3 out this next week. So
Which one? These like
Uh,
3 cards?
these 3 packs.
Oh, it's like, why would you just send me 3? Just fucking sell them.
Nope.
So I don't know if this was like this beforehand, but when I opened it, the corners dinged. So
Oh,
Dude,
is it
it's
really?
because of your chair. I'm telling you, man. You got to get rid of that chair.
no, this is the only chair that I've actually liked. That
It
I've
wasn't.
had.
It must have happened in shipment. I tried bubble
Yeah.
wrapping it as best as I could,
Nah,
but
you're good. They get fucked sometimes. Wrath, seeing you that emotional in the theory video hit me in all the feels. Like which feels? Like the colon and the stomach, or like vaginally? Boom!
hold on a second, guys. I'll be right.
So I did have a. Okay, fuck him.
Well, damn.
I'll be right back,
Cast
guys.
you out.
I'll be right back, guys.
There we go. I had to reload
Um,
because I couldn't see the chat. We got Flex in the house here on the road. Just want to jump in and say hello. To
I
the
don't
road.
even
What's up,
see
Flex?
Flex's chat in the chat.
Reload the page.
There it
That's
is,
all I
there it
did.
is.
Yeah. Wrath
Um,
seeing that emotion in the theory video hit me in all the feels.
So I did have a question. This gets recorded, right?
Yes.
Can you send me the footage so I can post it?
Yep.
I want to do this one and then the ICCC one. I'd like to post as the first 2 videos.
Okay.
I'm gonna post those actually after. What I want to do is like my intro video is I want it to be like, hey, here's who I am, here's who Sklee is, and then
You're talking
we're
about
gonna
this
be all-
current live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I don't know. Fuck your feelings, Jerk. No, fuck your feelings. Prick. I wanted to. I just don't know how to record something that I can do with Sklee in the same. I guess I could use this, right, to record a video and post it.
Yeah. So instead of putting like go live, like live video and setting that up,
You
there's
just hit
an option
record.
where you can just record video, and then you both hop in, you get ready, you can add your intros and whatever you want, and then record. And when you're done,
Cool.
and recording, yeah.
I'm
you-
talking to
are
my
you-
marketing guy tomorrow, and by my marketing guy, I mean the sub 6-foot warrior that sometimes hangs out with us.
Yeah, you mean the one that's no longer getting an invite because he won't be on my show tonight? Yeah, that guy.
Ooh,
I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Closet, if you're watching, you better jump on.
He's shivering now.
I'm looking at you, Closet.
Wrath, are you talking about recorded for like your podcast that you're talking about?
No,
you
I'm gonna
wanna
just
watch?
post them as videos because, like, theoretically, if I had been live, it would have posted as a video to my channel anyway. So, like, you know, I'm not just doing this to promote this guy's shit. Like, get my own shit going.
Here, let me try one more thing. Now that I reloaded my channel, I wonder if this link will work now. If I reloaded my side. This is the kind of chill things we do, guys. We sit here, we back out, we come back in, we work technical
Oh,
difficulties.
I'm coming in every time. What?
Musical chairs.
Wow, that got weird. Anyway,
Buddy, he's filthy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't want to see him.
Crazy, bro. I get engaged to a Mexican and now JT's trying to deport me.
build the wall. I said build the wall.
I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. Best guy.
We love our South Carolinians. They want to build a wall around the coast. Keep out all the Haitians.
Right.
No,
All right,
South
guys.
Carolina
We
just
got
needs to,
another
get
legend
put
in the house.
underwater.
Mr. Sklee.
All right, bye, I'm out.
What
What's
up?
good, my
Do
nerd
you want me
friend?
to? You want me to try the link again, or
Yes,
what do you want
try
me
it
to do?
again. Yep,
All right,
try it
see
again.
you guys.
We're gonna get this connected. We're gonna work this route. We're gonna.
Yeah,
get
what's going on?
How you doing, Sklee?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Heck, doing really well. Not only am I going to Rebel ScumCon, but I am trying to find my way to Denver Fan Expo with Jungle and BP. So
When is that?
July 3rd through the 6th.
Dude, that'd be dude during 4th of July.
It won't let me pre-do it.
It won't let you redo it.
Yeah, I think it's because you've already started it live.
What's the issue? Like trying to get your channels connected?
Trying to port
Yeah.
my channel in? Yeah.
Dude, so I said that last time we talked about it. For some reason, it wasn't happening for me, so I'm gonna have to figure that out as well.
No, I'm saying like it won't even show me the option because
Okay.
he's already live. I think.
Well, no, there might be too
Going
many
forth, you
channels.
right,
I just took my Facebook off of it. One more time. Try it again.
Clone
There you
Force.
go.
His background
X out
is
of the window.
brooms.
X out of the window and then do everything. We'll try
Clone
it.
Force, I'm just
No,
gonna get
all
a
good.
massive fat head of you and just stick it back here. How about that?
Love it. That's
The
hilarious.
dimly lit beige lighting. The
Sklee,
background.
get a background.
Get an effing background. Yeah, I mean, I got some stuff in my room, but like my room's kind of not ideal. Yeah, let's try some. I had a little bit more light.
It's an adventure.
Well, we tried.
Crazy.
Next time, I'll send the video to you.
Gatekeeping the channel. Gatekeeping views.
I'm not trying to.
How many people we got in the chat?
Yeah, what are like?
10.
All right, just fucking shut it down and redo it.
I'm just gonna get your face.
Actually,
on the tip of
generally,
a
what I
banana.
think you need to do, because like I said, I had to reload my page, is if you want to try it again, back out, close the window, reload everything.
I've closed it every time, so.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's not giving you that option.
Also, I think I'm gonna be keeping these because I have nothing to pack them in when I ship them to people. So
Sounds good.
Lord Swinsky, JT, what you guys been up to today, man?
I
I
know what
played
Swinsky's been
2
up
rounds
to.
of Fortnite with.
No. He sat in the background and watched us get like 20 kills each.
Hey,
And got
I
carried
got
to a
4.
dub.
All right.
Yeah, he was a crucial member. He was still present. You guys couldn't have done it without
No,
him.
he was the fucking target practice for the enemy.
Hey,
apparently.
well, Muff said he had never played that good until I hopped on with them. So
Yeah, you were.
I
were the X
said
factor.
I
You were
haven't
the
played
X
this
factor.
well in a while because all of my
because I
other
was
teammates.
on with y'all, dude.
Nah.
I would like to say.
Somebody's got to be the trash player that all the fucking good players go after. All right.
I would like to say, as soon as you called him out in the lobby, you're like, dude, this guy's getting carried. I saw the kill feed pop up with like a triple immediately, so I'll take it. It's like he had it planned, like he knew it was gonna happen. He's like, this guy's
I
gonna
never
roast
said I
me.
was good at Fortnite. I
I'm
just
gonna
said I'd
start
play
trying.
with you guys.
I'm gonna start trying after I get called out for not trying.
Dude, he lit a fire under his ass, man. That's what he needed. All right.
Yeah.
Someone has to be the. Yeah, I mean, truly.
Exactly, bro.
Truly. Yeah, I was on
ready-
bait last night. I was playing like absolute galg water with JT and
Just
Raph.
wait, bro. We're gonna be playing a little bit here, JT, and
Well, I wish I
Smoke, y'all
could. I
enjoy.
could play on PS4, bro. So my PS5 completely clapped out. So I'm sitting here and I'm like playing some Battlefront 2, doing my duty today. And I go to close the application on my PS5, and my whole thing crashes. And so like now, whenever I try to turn it on, I'll show you guys. Give me 1 second. Y'all continue to talk. I'll get back to you.
Sir, have you tried turning it on and off again?
Have you tried plugging it in?
Yes,
Plug
I
it
tried
in,
this a couple of times,
unplugging.
but nothing has freaking worked for me.
I
love
wanted
this.
to take out the USB drive, and I'm going to have you send a file to my email, and then I will need $2,500 worth in Amazon gift cards, please.
Sir,
send to
do
my
not
account."
forget
I do
him.
not have dollars. I simply have rupees. That is my life saving.
Mort,
This is
why are you
awesome.
so annoying? Somebody stop him. He's running around with scissors and hand cream.
Boo.
Maurice, we do not touch the royal feet.
King Julian.
One of my favorite scenes with him, and he's like, he's right, Maurice. You can't run around like a footless chicken. Headless chicken, your majesty. Now, why would a chicken be running around without its head? Why would it be running around without its feet? I'm not the chicken, Maurice. Why are you asking me all these questions?
That's swooner kind of humor.
Bro, it totally is.
Dumb on TV.
That sounded like Ed from Ed, Ed, Ed.
That's literally who he is.
Butter toast.
Butter.
chickens.
So it only loads in safe mode. And so
It's 'cause you
these are
download
the
too
options
much
it gives
fucking
me.
porno.
Nothing here. Only I know
It's backwards. I wish I could help you
I know,
troubleshoot it.
Sorry.
Your PlayStation
Aneurysm
set up in
fuel right
Russian.
Reset PS5, reinstall system software. So I click on that, right? Connect the USB drive that contains the latest update file for reinstallation. You can
Why'd you
download the
say
PS5 console reinstallation file from the place. So I literally got to go on my computer, download a file on a USB, and straight up give this thing life support. Dude, I was just trying to play Fortnite and BF2, man. I wasn't doing anything crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So yeah, that's what I got.
You know
So
what it
you
is?
logged in and it
Here's what it is. It's a conspiracy because they know we're all trying to get on to play Battlefront 2. So
It's
they saw you
KK,
playing
dude.
Battle. It's 100%.
It's KK.
It's
Kathleen.
100%.
Kathleen confirmed. With a K.
She tried to put a chick in it and make it gay, but I won't let her do it.
Chicken
Right.
Jackie. Wait, hey, Swinsky, you're the only one on. Oh no, you have Xbox, right? Or your PS3 or PS3, PlayStation.
I
No,
got
I'm
both.
on Xbox.
You're on
Yeah, I
Xbox.
can play
Damn.
with Swoonsky.
Shit, man, my Battlefront 2's on PlayStation,
You
man.
gotta get it for both, dude. Favorite game of all time. Gotta have it on both.
I ain't getting max characters again, man. That was a grind.
I did it twice.
Sweaty.
Worth it. Yes, sir, dude. I love
Not
it.
sweaty, just fucking unemployed.
Yeah, actually, at the time, probably, yeah.
Hit up them triple XP Wednesdays and just bot farm on Java's Palace.
Dude, you're saying.
Or on the
dude,
Death
heavy class-
Star.
Do that, and then do double XP on the weekends, too, dude. I live for that.
Heck
Do you think this Battlefront 3 is actually gonna come into
No.
Dude,
fruition?
Not a
I think
fucking
if we
chance.
every single time I see a comment, I'm tagging EA Star Wars, EA and Star Wars, and I'm doing hashtag EA Battlefront 3 or bust. Dude, I'm not gonna stop until we get the game. I don't. So they can.
So much so that I think a third installment of any Star Wars game is a cursed title. We don't have any other like third Old Republic like in that
Right.
storyline. We don't have the
No,
Force Unleashed.
We're supposed to get Jedi 3, but the main developer dropped out of
Quit
that.
it.
We're still gonna get it.
It's cursed.
Dude, we need to break this
The
cycle.
rule of two, you fucking idiots.
Dude, no trilogies in video games. Like, what's going on? We got problems here.
They're like, you didn't like our trilogy, so you'll never get one again.
No, dude, we're gonna get an EA Battlefront 3. Like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing everything. I'm gonna be so annoying, dude. And people aren't gonna stop. Like, this is a train that is going till it happens. I mean, it's been every day since then.
Yeah, how's that worked for GTA? It only
here's-
took 20 years?
Here's what's gonna happen though with that. They're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna come out with a Battlefront 3. We've heard the fans, and then 10 years later, we're gonna be like, so we got a little pushback. Like we had to push that back to project like GTA, like Wrath was just saying. Like I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't care how long it takes, as long as we get it.
I do. I'd like
Same
to
thing
be
with how I feel
fucking
about good Star Wars
alive.
movies.
If
Don't
they're not
care how
going to
long
make it
things
before
take.
I die, I don't give a shit if it comes out.
I'm paraplegic in my rocking chair.
Same with the
With my
KOTOR remake
cane.
in Eclipse. Don't care how long it takes. Do it right.
Sitting in a
no.
nursing home
Don't
rocking. Did you see they finally came out with Battlefront 3?
Yeah, you're right.
Not kidding,
And
my
I'll be
day we
there
had
in bed
Fortnite.
ripping.
My
with
hands
PS12.
don't work anymore, and now I can't play it.
They're gonna have them brain chips. I won't even need a controller. I'll be good.
Could you imagine?
This man's
At
just
that
gonna be
point, if I'm in the
drooling.
nursing home, my
This
character's
man's-
gonna be doing this the whole time. Like,
man's just gonna be drooling with the fucking penis full of like penis pills, hard as fuck, just drooling, playing like, I
That sounds like a
gotta
pretty
kill
wicked
my wiener
retirement.
again. God damn it.
did you guys see that video that went viral of the guy who like is obviously pretend, but he's like looks like this, and like he gets the genie. He's like, I'm the blue ball genie. You can make a wish for whatever you want. And so he like rubs the ball, and he's like, I wish for my other hand to be how did he say it?
A
Like
vagina?
something about his other hand. And like all of a sudden, next thing you know, it comes back, and both of his hands are like this. And he's like, "No, man, backwards, man!" And it like goes back to him, and his hands are like this. And he's like, "No, you dumb beep!" And next thing you know, he's like, "Ah!" Like,
I've not seen that.
Dude, you can swear on this podcast, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yo,
Okay, cool.
Nylock,
Just try
man,
not
I
to
can't wait.
let that be the overrunning.
Feel or anything. Someone last night made a Ringer reference. They said, "When the
Yes.
fuck did we get ice cream?" And I was
Yo,
like,
yeah,
I
I
love
think
that
was,
movie.
someone else
that
saw
was-
this
it was
movie.
Perfect, dude.
Mm.
That's
We will never get another movie like that again, man. We live in a different
no.
era.
It's
We
true.
can't
yeah.
nowadays, bro.
Dude,
We
there's
literally
like that
can't.
one and like Tropic Thunder, bro. I would kill
Tropic
for a sequel.
Thunder is hilarious.
Would kill
Even-
for a sequel.
Even like White Chicks, it's like not. It's
Yeah.
it's like tame enough, but it's like it's just borderline where
Yeah.
they would be, you know.
Do you guys ever see Accepted?
Mm-mm.
Not
Oh,
heard of it.
yo. So if you guys like those two
Just
movies I
you
named, you
loser.
must watch that. Basically, the whole point of the movie is this. So it's this guy. He, all of his friends are getting into colleges and stuff. He's in a senior year of high school, and he doesn't get in. So basically, he creates a fake website of a fake college, so then he can get a fake acceptance letter, so his parents will think like they're proud of him. So he creates this fake website. However, he doesn't make it private, so everybody ends up applying for this school. And so basically, they have to make a fake school. And dude, it is hysterical. Jonah Hill's in it, like big Jonah. Dude, y'all gotta watch this.
That concept
I
sounds
just
familiar,
looked
but
it up,
I've
and
not
it looks
seen it.
hilarious.
It is hilarious, dude. It is
It's
one
got
of
Justin
those
Long and
hilarious, like,
big fucking
2009
Jonah
movies.
Hill. Like,
Is it
Yeah.
it Jonah Hill in like the Drillbit Taylor and Superbad era?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's a good
Yeah.
movie then. It's
It's a banger. Here, I'm see if I can drop it in chat real quick.
Yeah, before he became a fucking soy boy.
Let's see. Yeah, he's an incredible. Say what you want about Jonah Hill. My boy is an insane writer and director.
Was.
What do you mean blows, dog?
Controversial take. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Got Justin Long, Blake Lively, Jonah Hill. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Accepted. What year did it come out?
I think it came right around that prime era, so it was.
It's like 09, 08.
2006.
Okay, 06.
Dude, from like 2000 to like 2009, 2010, some banger movies in that
Oh,
time
100%,
frame,
dude.
Like,
Well, yeah,
there's-
that and then like mid 90s to 2010s for gaming. Like we're all
Yeah.
blessed.
yeah,
These kids don't know shit.
right?
Back in my day, no, but it's really the truth, man. Like,
It really is.
We actually are
video
the
games.
true veterans though, because like we grew up in the Modern Warfare lobbies. You know, we are actual veterans.
Why do
we're
you think I'm so
battle-hardened, quite
fucked
literally.
up? Like everybody's always like, "What the fuck is Muff's deal?" And I'm like, "Bro, I grew up."
You
in
don't
those
understand. Like
lobbies."
people need to understand. Like this is Muff's, this Wrath's meta, dude. Like there's nobody safe. Like everybody is a target, and you just got to learn to deal with it, man. And guess what? If he throws it at you, you throw it back. That's it. Don't take it so serious. I think
Yeah,
that's a
shut
lot.
up.
A lot of people don't
Don't be
get
so
that.
serious.
That's the thing too. Is like that's how you know I'm fucking with you. If I'm not making jokes like that, I don't really like you.
It's the truth.
Let's see.
Like if you're not questioning whether or not I like you, then I don't like you. Like,
Yeah. So what's on the docket for this evening, fellas? What do we want to talk about?
Dude,
I was
just-
informed the docket is no docket.
hand jobs and hand grenades, boys.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
That's what
So
I
we
like
too-
to-
Dude, I wish Clone Force was in here. I mean, he is. We can talk a little. I kind of want to talk a little bit of Lord of the Rings. I'm slightly interested.
So
We
speaking of that, so
Ooh.
think about this, like guys, like we're talking about early 2000s movies. I was just looking up a list here, right? So 2003, Pirates of the Caribbean 1 came out, right?
Great.
Along with
Black.
2003, you had
Black.
Return of the King, Saints and Soldiers, Master Commanders, The Last Samurai.
Banging.
Let's see what else came out. That
First rated
Daredevil.
movie I ever saw.
I'm scrolling through. There's a bunch of them in here, man.
We were spoiled.
Tears of the Sun, Mystic River. I mean, there was a lot of movies. Just 2003, like it's so wild. Like you don't get movie releases like that every year.
We don't, but I will say, dude, next year's movie release schedule looks absolutely crazy. We get a Star Wars movie. We get Avengers Doomsday. Here, let me pull it up, man. Dude, next year's movies schedule is crazy.
Do you think Doomsday is gonna be another nostalgia grab like Deadpool
Yes.
Wolverine?
Like what?
Like Deadpool and Wolverine? Because I mean I
Yes.
like Deadpool and Wolverine, but you can't like watch it again without seeing like, okay, they really are just kind of
Dude.
throwing.
Okay,
I mean, it was
2000.
definitely a fan service movie, but it's something that I felt like Marvel needed. I enjoy it, but no, I mean, it's got to set up Secret Wars, so it's got to be good. And they're supposed to add. Obviously, they're going to have some nostalgia bait. It's got to be in there. Like we'll get Fox X-Men
Dude.
and stuff. But I think they're going to add a bunch of new characters, like I've heard a new a Ghost Rider, a new like MCU Ghost Rider. They're going to set up some other new stuff, which is what they need. They need to get people invested in the MCU again. With actually really good, aside from like Thunderbolts was I haven't seen it. Heard it was really good, but like I'm talking about for the broad audience. The broad audience needs to be interested back in the MCU.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
we'll see,
2005,
man.
we had Batman Begins, Zorro, V for Vendetta, Kingdom of Heaven, Chronicles of Narnia,
Narnia,
War of the
dude.
Worlds,
Revenge
King
of the
Kong, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, Fantastic Four, Kicking and Screaming, which is hilarious.
Oh, it is a great movie. I haven't seen
Do you
it.
guys remember Zathura?
Yeah, dude.
That came
you know
out
who-
in 2005. I love Zathura.
You know who directed that
Guns,
movie?
dude.
What?
You know who directed that movie? Jon Favreau.
You're right. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yep.
Alien life form must destroy.
Banger.
Reprogram.
Yep.
Fucking loser.
Dude, I love that movie growing up. Like for me, like I was with you, JT. I love Spy Kids, and then that came out, and I was like, dude, Zathura, man, like
Dude,
it was
holy
amazing.
crap.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl too is like that kind of obscure like kid era movie.
Yeah.
You
Kid Era
know.
3D.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
JT, have you seen like the memes lately where people are putting clips from Shark Boy and Lava Girl and like the CGI is just god awful? The caption's like, bro, I never noticed this until now.
It's terrible. And you know what? They made a 3D version of the movie, and I think that was the biggest mistake of their life.
That's
because
the
it
only
highlights
version I
CG.
had growing up was the 3D version.
Dude, y'all can't say that Spy Kids 3D was not our end game of that
The
era.
guy.
Oh, bro, it totally was.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. Dude, okay, so we were gonna transition into Lord of the Rings, but
Yes.
I, as of my knowledge, am the first and only person signed by Elijah Wood, tattoo-wise.
Oh,
And he drew the One Ring around me. So I brought out this prop because we were going to transition it. So
please.
the prop company that made the props for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Weta, you can still buy some stuff on their website today. And this is what I got. So this is the One Ring replica. It's actually inscribed with the Black
Elvish?
the Elvish speech on there.
Bro.
That's sick.
And it's from Weta, so you know it's the guys that made
It's
it.
official.
And it's jewelry. It's plated in like it's 14 or 18 karat gold. I forget
So
which
what you're
one
saying
it is.
is Weta is to props as Master Replicas is to props for Star Wars, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Weta did it.
Dude,
Oh,
that
nice
Pez
prices.
set is sick.
Dude, that is
My
freaking dope,
my buddy
bro.
has a
That's sick.
legitimate from that same website, I think, Anduril, the sword of
Yes.
Aragorn. Dude,
Yep.
it's so beautiful. Every time I go to his house, I'm like, can I
What the fuck did
I'm-
you just call it?
Andrew.
Anduril?
I'm more of a Glamdring Fohammer kind of guy, but
That's fair enough.
you know. But
I wonder if
anyway,
anybody's made like
real quick is so this is size 10. And then there's also size 11, so both of those are used in the film. One of them, the bigger one, is the one that Frodo carries on his neck, and the other is that he physically puts on his finger. So yeah, prop replica comes with a little jewelry box and everything.
Weta.
So Weta.
Weta.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rookie, get out of here! You're making me Weta.
Dude, Lord of the Rings though. Let's talk about it. Let's go around. Let's talk about our favorite. What's our favorite movie out of the franchise?
I think I said this at ICC. If I didn't have Star Wars, Lord of the Rings is my bread and butter. So this is a rabbit hole we might not get out of.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
Favorite movie of the franchise?
I'm a Two Towers guy.
Dude, my man. Yes, Two Towers, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite as well.
The Battle of Helm's Deep just gets me every time, man.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Saruman shines in that movie, and that's one of the leading factors as to why Christopher Lee is probably my favorite actor of all time.
Dude, that man was probably the biggest legend to ever live all time.
True.
I mean, they created
Nothing he
James
couldn't
Bond
do.
after him. I mean,
Yeah.
he was in World War One. He was not Secret Service, but like kind of like a secret agency type. Like
he hunted Nazis.
He hunted Nazi. I mean, this dude.
His resume is just like
it's insane.
Knighted by the Queen.
Right.
Yeah. Had a badass metal album. You can stream it.
Yes, 100%.
Dude.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, for me, I'm a big Two Towers guy as well. Like I said, I love Battle of Helm's Deep. That's that scene. We all talk about it. That scene where, my lord, there is no such force, and then you get they go out and it's just, and you're like, holy crap. I mean, thinking about it now, I'm getting like,
ooh.
You getting Weta?
I'm getting Weta. March of the Ents is biz. Yeah, March of the Ents is great. Legolas sliding down the stairs on the shield while shooting orcs on fire.
My favorite scene, 100%.
Yeah,
so sick.
My favorite
scene. To describe it to you, or shall I fetch a box?
One of my favorite is
you've got to toss me.
Yeah, dude. For me, I think the craziest, my favorite one is when Gimli, the wall blows, Gimli's kind of in the middle of it, and Aragorn like jumps down and he like has those guys behind him like throw the arrows right past him, which is a 6 shot, and then he takes his sword, and he does and it gets the close up of him in his face and he just starts running in. Like, I mean, I don't know why, I just get goosebumps over that. Like, I think sick.
To me, one of the sickest scenes too is like you want to talk about like empowerment and women and all this stuff. Lord of the Rings was really the first trilogy to do that.
Yeah.
So they had Éowyn.
I was gonna say Éowyn in Return of the King.
And the Witch King, I want to say it's
Angmar,
yeah, Witch King Angmar. He goes, "You can't kill me." He's like, "No man can kill me," and she's like, "I'm no man."
Yeah. Yep. Dude, there's some absolutely just bomb scenes in that, man. Like, and throughout all the movies, like the scene where Rohan shows up.
I would go out as to say that cinematically that is the best trilogy, but it's not really a fair comparison because they had so much more technology to work with than OT.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, I love that scene. I love that scene when they light the beacons of Minas Tirith, and like Aragorn comes running in. The beacons.
Bro,
the beacons are lit.
Did anybody see my story I posted the other day? There's a meme going around where it goes, "The beacons have been lit. Gondor calls for Battlefront 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's hilarious.
I mean, you're really right. The technology was so much better at that point. But dude, it was because thanks to George Lucas. Like, he pioneered all of that.
I
pioneered non-linear editing. All of that.
Nah, it was.
I don't know if it was.
bro.
I don't know if it was because I was a stupid kid. It probably definitely was, but I did not associate Orlando Bloom being Will Turner and also being Legolas.
Will Turner.
Yeah.
I just did not picture the two.
Did you not associate Keira Knightley being in both Pirates of the Caribbean and in
Star Wars?
Nope. Guys, I want to marry Tauriel, man. She's the baddest chick I've ever seen in that movie.
Tauriel?
In The Hobbit.
Evangeline Lilly. Yeah.
Dude, but no. Okay, so we all have our favorite. Lord Swoonsky, have you seen the 3 Lord of the Rings?
No, he's
Yeah,
a
I'm not a
cultured
fan of them.
Marine.
We've gone over this every time.
You
He
really
can't
like
read.
not at all. Like you're not a fan.
If I had to pick, it'd probably be Return of the King
Okay.
for my favorite. But yeah, like I mean,
Imagine-
you got a better chance of me popping in this Nicktoons Halloween DVD than me.
That's a
throwing
Imagine-
banger
Lord of the
one, though.
Rings.
That's a banger.
Imagine being so uncultured to be like, if I had to pick a Lord of the Rings movie to like,
Bro,
That's
fucking
not true.
Dude.
Don't
That's
be afraid to.
impossible.
So
man,
we
I
all
just
have
don't like them. I mean, if I had, you know what?
fair.
If I'm
You're allowed-
having to
you're
pick a
allowed.
movie out of all of them, the animated Hobbit movie.
That one's banging. First movie I ever rented from Netflix back when you had to like get the mail from Netflix.
I like cartoons. Cartoons are fun.
Yo, so let me ask you, Swinsky, Lord Swinsky. So if you had to pick, so your top 3 nerdy things that you geek out on, like nerdy IPs. So obviously Star Wars #1. Same here. What's 2 and 3?
Star Wars, Harry Potter, and the Clerks franchise from Kevin Smith.
Clerks. Okay. I actually have not seen all of those, but I need.
I'm a
to.
big Harry Potter guy too.
Potter.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
bro,
Same.
fucking Harry Potter, man.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
But no, so we all kind of given our favorite movie. I mean, there's so many good ones. What is one of your top 3 favorite scenes from Lord of the Rings trilogy?
All 3
fools.
movies?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you just said it right there. It's not even from my favorite movie. It's when Gandalf sacrifices himself to the Balrog during Spain.
Yeah.
It is iconic.
100%. I love the Witch King scene too when he comes in. That shit's crazy. I love that.
Are you talking about when he's riding the Fell Beast and he throws the guys off the building? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime freaking Gimli's like busting a one-liner too is just great. Like
Yeah.
Anytime Gimli's busting, it's great.
That still only counts as one.
Busting. Dude, Witch King really just ignites his fire aspect 2 enchanted sword, and Gandalf's like, done.
Yeah.
That's enough power, man.
I think for me, it's probably honestly in Return of the King when Rohan shows up and you get that beautiful view over the hill with the sun rising of everyone, and like Theoden gives that amazing speech, and just starts death, and they just start riding in and like
for ruin.
yeah, and the world's ending. Yeah, I love that. And then they start riding in, and like these orcs are just firing at will, and there's horses and stuff and people falling, but like they're not stopping. And I love that.
You want to talk about cinematic power? I think that they should have cut audio at that point the same way that they cut audio of Maul falling into the hole, which after a talk with Lewis McLeod, guess who did that? Guess who cut that audio?
Who?
You'll never
Ben
guess.
Maynard.
No.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure, I don't remember correctly because I was so like awestruck. I think he said it was Matthew Wood.
That would make sense.
He's been working at
he
Lucasfilm
did
for a
the
long
audio
time.
engineering, I think, for the prequels.
Yeah, so he's the one who cut that because he was talking about, and I might be spoiling something he'll talk about later, but whatever. He was saying that he was talking to him on set, and he was talking about that moment, about how poignant and great that moment was because the audio cut. And Matthew Wood looks over at him and goes, "I did that. I cut it." And like George Lucas is just like right behind him.
Dude, that's sick.
That's awesome.
Yo, is that quote Nylock said? That's from Clerks. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 'Cause I've seen that.
From
I've seen the
Clerks,
clip
too.
before.
They're
I've seen that clip.
arguing about what's better, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. And Randall's like, I'll let you know right now, there's only one return, and it ain't of the king. It's of the Jedi.
Amen, dude. Amen.
Because you got them two nerds freaking whipping out their preciouses.
Yeah, dude. Jedi is such an incredible. It is to me. It's the greatest ending of every trilogy. It's just such a perfect ending.
That's a pretty good ending. It is
Of any trilogy. Excuse me. Yeah.
For me personally, I think the Star Wars, Lord of the Rings trilogies are like way up here, and for me, everything else just kind of falls down here.
What about like Indiana Jones or like the Christopher Nolan Batman? Or what about those?
You're
So-
putting Christopher Nolan Batman on par with fucking Lord of the Rings.
No,
Get
but
the
he said,
fuck
Bro,
out
he
of
said
here.
I gotta
way
agree
down
with
here.
Muff.
He
Like
said
that's
way
that.
down
No,
here.
Get the
bro.
fuck out of here, bro.
Nah,
Way
so
down here. Or is this the Raimi trilogy?
nah, so for me, like those two
See you guys.
IPs are are
What's
kind
wrong
of
with the Raimi
literally
trilogy, bro?
the kings of IPs in my head.
Well, they're the
Um,
best too. Nobody's saying that they aren't. I completely agree with that. But like
They're my
way
favorite.
down here though.
Yeah, I mean, don't give me like so like okay, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars up here. There's a few that would probably
They're
fall
peak.
like right here.
They're peak.
There are probably a few that fall down here, and then there's most of them fall down there. Not that I don't enjoy them, but just in my head of
Word.
ranking them, they're
Word.
just so much farther above the rest.
Dude,
so
even
for
catch
JT and Gazer and Matt and Wrath, y'all's is Star Wars 1 and then Lord of the Rings, correct? Is that
Yeah.
how it
Okay,
goes?
so Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Okay.
Hunger Games.
Ooh, interesting.
That's
So
my
for
top
me,
five.
it's Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and then it's the DCU, but like the comic book stuff, because obviously the movies and stuff haven't been that great.
Yeah.
And then because I'm a massive Batman fan.
I like
um,
the DC universe as well.
And then after that would probably be Harry Potter, and then the Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So
Well, I feel like Swoonsky is left out here because he doesn't like Lord of the Rings. Is there something we all like? We're all good on Harry
I
Potter.
didn't
Is
even go
that
yet.
Well, Swinski owns the books. He doesn't hate them that much.
all right,
Those
Lord
are the only
Swinsky,
books
what are
he
your
can
top?
read.
What are your
And
top
apparently the
few
books are better, like
trilogies?
most things.
Like clearly,
By
I
the
don't
way,
hate 'em. I went out of my way.
You're
and spent,
saying
like,
you're
50
saying
bucks
that
on
the
the
Lord
box
of the
set.
Rings books are less.
By the way,
better
chat.
than
By the way,
Harry
chat.
Potter books?
Comment your favorite, your
Okay.
top 3 or 4 trilogy IPs that you've in your mind. Comment. I want to know what your guys' is. Lord Swoonsky, and then we'll do Wrath of Mandalore. Go ahead.
Obviously, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Clerks, probably the Raimi trilogy, like the Raimi verse. I love the original Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, those are great.
Fuck.
I'm about to blow all
Probably
your
the
out of
Super
water.
Trooper movies. Those movies are
Those are
just
great.
absolutely hilarious, bro.
Okay. All right. All right, Wrath.
Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, drop a little bit. All right. Controversial. Jurassic Park.
Ooh,
That's
those are
not
good.
controversial.
They're definitely like top
Okay.
No, that's
five.
not controversial.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Right under Jurassic Park, Planet of the Apes.
Ooh, Plenty of
I haven't
Apes
seen
solid.
any of those
Dude, the
movies.
See-
last one was
Uncultured,
so
as
bad.
usual.
It
I
was
give
so
my
bad.
I give my top 5, but it's subject to change because like you remind me how much I love those movies when you say the title. I'm like, oh shoot, man, yeah.
Right underneath that, Boondock Saints.
That's
Dude,
another
those
series
movies
that
are
I need to see.
Those are sick.
Not
I
the
watched those
animated.
this past year. They're
The
crazy.
movies.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is where it gets hard. I would say next one would probably be Harry Potter. And then obviously you got your Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, trying to think of other ones that would go in that.
No
Maybe
one's
Back-
mentioned Back to
Oh.
the Future. I'm surprised.
I'm not. See, I'm gonna
Back to
say
the Future's
I'm not
dope, man.
huge on
Big
Back to the
fan.
Future.
I'm not huge on Back to
Yeah.
the Future either. They're all right movies. The first one is, but I'm not big on.
Dude, Back to the
I-
Future was awesome.
I think they're overrated. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I disagree. I think they're great.
I got another one to throw up there in the top 10.
Okay.
Goes the OGs.
I was gonna
of
say Ghostbusters as well.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Not the
is
new
awesome.
wave, not the new wave shit, but
The most
Not
recent
that-
one wasn't bad.
not that Ant-Man shit, but the OG Ghostbusters.
Nylock
great.
says Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Back to the Future, Harry Potter.
Overrated.
I'd say mine is obviously Star Wars #1 by a fucking long shot. Pretty like relatively close second is I'm not even gonna say MCU. I'm just gonna say Marvel in general. I love the Sony version films. I love the Fox. I love the legacy Marvel films like Blade and all that. So just Marvel straight up number 2.
Oh, Blade, dude. Yeah, I
Dude,
forgot
I'm
that
re-editing
part of
mine.
Marvel.
What up,
I'm
y'all?
re-editing mine. I completely
Yeah, so
forgot.
Star Wars #1 for sure. Marvel flat out #2. Just everything they've ever made. All the Marvel movies, great. Number three, like trilogies. I'd say out of IPs, I'm probably most interested in like DC, even though like the films haven't been great. But I know a ton about Harry Potter. I know a ton about Lord of the Rings.
Someone got some music going?
Sorry,
Okay,
it just popped on
You're good. I was like, wait a
out of
minute.
nowhere.
You're good. You're
What
good.
up, Jungle?
Boys,
Today was the day.
there's a shift happening in mine. Okay, big shift, and y'all are gonna be like, "Damn, Muff or Wrath put me on." You ready?
Yep.
Who's Muff?
You ready?
Yep.
Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. What I said, Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Godfather.
ill.
God, dude, I've never seen Godfather.
I only seen the first one.
Hold on, I'm continuing. Terminator, The Matrix. Okay.
Mm.
Then I'd put Mad Max and John Wick, and then the other shit that I said after.
Oh,
Blade, bro. No Blade.
you mentioned John Wick, man. That's like, come
John
on.
Wick is sick.
That and Kingsman, dude. I love Kingsman.
Yo,
Kingsman's
Kingsman
good,
is
too.
also very tight. Indy, Jurassic Park, DC Arrowverse, Raimi trilogy, Back to the Future, Harry Potter, 007 is great. Yeah, Marvel. Nice, very nice. Boondock Saints. Yeah, I feel that. I haven't seen the second one yet, but love
Comment
that
right
first
there.
movie, man. You
Nylock
gotta
with
check
the fucking
Swinsky.
facts.
If you have free
Nylock
time
with
this
the
weekend,
facts.
Swinsky, you gotta watch Boondock Saints.
Walking Dead
So good.
fucking killed Boondock 3, and I'm not gonna live it up. Fucking shit ass show, too.
I haven't seen
All
the
right.
OG Mad Max. I need
All
to
right,
watch
Jungle.
those.
Give me your top
Those are
3
great.
or 3 to 5 trilogies in your mind.
3 to 5
series.
trilogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, series
guys
in
got me?
general.
I'd like to pause real quick.
Let me think about other
Nylock said no Fast and Furious fans. The first 2 movies are good. Everything else is just fucking overkill.
I agree, Wrath. I agree with that.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Didn't they go
Over
to
fucking
space in
rated.
one of the like latest ones or something?
It's fucking overrated.
Yep.
Go ahead,
I like
John.
Fast.
Yes.
I like
no
Fast
doubt.
and
Okay,
Furious.
never mind. Fuck him. Don't answer.
Don't let him talk. Don't let him talk.
Ooh, what about the Alien movies?
Okay.
I haven't seen
I
any
love
of them.
those.
Me either.
Those
I
are
mean,
But
sick,
it's like
dude.
not really a trilogy anymore. It's like
No, it's not.
an epic. It's like a saga now.
Yeah.
I need to at
Definitely,
least
but there
see
was
the
the first.
first
It started
one
as a
because Roger
trilogy.
worked on them.
As much as I love Pirates of the Caribbean, Ben Maynard, it is highly overrated.
See,
I love
Top
Pirates,
3.
dude.
so Pirates of the Caribbean doesn't reach that list for me, but it reaches a list of top 3 villains of all time, and Davy Jones takes a
Davy
top
Jones
Yeah.
is crazy.
Davy Jones is nasty, bro.
He is.
Mhm.
Like he's
Halfway,
really
we're
good.
discussing our top 3 to 5 trilogies of all time.
Is it?
Jungle?
Are we doing
Halfway, you know,
trilogies,
if you
or is it-
just
are we
hop
doing
on the
IPs?
damn stream.
Huh?
We doing
Yeah.
trilogies or IPs?
I think we just did
Um,
series, right?
Yeah, probably
Yeah, like
series, like
series.
IPs. Yeah.
Okay, well, so that's
X-Men.
different. Like, if I were gonna do like top 3 trilogies, it would be like the original trilogy being number 1,
Yes,
number
sir.
2 being the prequel trilogy for me, and number 3 being the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's just like how I would order that. If
How
we're
about
talking
IP?
like sagas, then it would be like Star Wars is number 1, Lord of the Rings being probably number 2.
Yeah.
Close after that would be the Matrix.
Nice. Yeah.
For
That's
me.
a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. What up, Banquet?
Thank you. Yeah. I love the first movie too. It's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yes.
Other than that, like there's a lot I would have to like sift through and like think, but like those are like my tops for sure.
That's what we've been doing, man. We've just been staying here naming shit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She's like,
I
remember
love
that?
it. I love it.
You remember Spy Kids, man?
Yeah. Yo, that's a top trilogy right there. Come on, man.
We went to a dark
Okay.
place with that one.
Yeah.
What else we got? Let's see.
Terminator.
Let's see.
Spy Kids.
I put
For me, there's
Terminator
like
above
some
Harry
really
Potter.
good epics, but they haven't really like I really like The Expanse, but it's not really like movies. It's like they did a series after the books.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked out The Expanse at all?
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't heard of
What
it.
the fuck you're talking about?
Really?
Maynard dropped Transformers in here. I didn't even think about that.
Transformers is cool.
I
So-
like the first 2, but
Sklee,
It's
you
another
brought up
overrated.
the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. The first
Ah.
two are decent. I don't like the third one, to be honest.
I like
Yeah.
the third one.
The third one with Bane. That's not Bane, man. Like, I have a lot of issues with different.
That's
like
actually
the original
fair.
Bane from was
So-
it Batman Forever or like
Batman Begins, or it's the
No,
one with
Batman
the
Forever,
the
yeah.
null suits, and he's got the
Yes.
actual
He's
Venom
supposed
too.
to be already a big guy, like a wrestler, and then he takes this Venom stuff, and it just juices him up to
Yeah.
this just massive, just roided out of his mind kind of person. But
Maynard, that's facts.
yeah, first Michael Bay was
Maynard, that's
genuinely
facts,
good, yeah.
though.
Yeah,
I like
first
that
Michael
movie.
Bay
That first movie's
Transformers
be-
was good,
That's it.
but again, it
Shia LaBeouf is
continues,
amazing in that
and they
movie
get
too.
overrated.
yo, what's
So,
the Expanse about?
I'm gonna make
Actually, go ahead, Mason.
Yeah, so
No, I was
The
just gonna say,
Expanse
I have
is
a- Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. What
What
up,
up, bro?
Cam?
I was just
Oh.
gonna say, my controversial opinion with the Batman, real quick, is that
Yeah.
Christian Bale's Batman is actually not my favorite Batman. Ben Affleck is, because he fits the actual comic
Dude,
book type of Batman. He's a big, broad-shouldered guy, and that's what Batman is. Not only is Batman really, really good in the shadows, but what makes him even crazy scarier is the fact that he's a monstrosity of a human that can do that.
It's
And
true.
he scares the absolute crap out of people.
I
with
can
it.
definitely understand your opinion. I was gonna say, dude, The Flash was a dumpster fire, but I'll tell you what, anytime Batfleck
Yes.
was on the screen, he was carrying, dude. Like when he
Yeah.
pulls rips out into the bike, I was like, man, that's fucking bad.
You
Now-
guys all like
Can I
Ben
be
Affleck as
completely
Batman?
real with y'all?
So here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. I have like a three-way thing going on here with the way I like Batman. So the actual like
You
the
want to have a
actual
three-way
like
with Batman?
yes. So I like Ben Affleck
Christian
because
Bale, Ben Affleck, and myself.
but no, but with Ben Affleck, right? He fits the bigger, broad-shouldered guy. Now, Christian Bale, his was pretty cool. The
Great
one
job.
thing I don't like about it is that in his version of Bruce Wayne Batman, everything is part of his collection, right? So he finds the Batmobile because it's part of Wayne Tech. He finds all this. That's not Batman. Batman has all these things because they're one of one. He built them. Every single thing he has, his suit, his car, his bike, everything is built, which is why I don't like Robert Pattinson as Batman, but I love the Robert Pattinson Batman world because he builds everything. Everything is his own. He builds it from scratch. Muff, Raph,
I can't fucking stand DC. I don't know what it is.
that's a
Yeah,
Dude,
I
DC is fucking rad, bro.
bro.
I would
Hey,
love
hey.
for the villains. I
Their
think Heath
comics are
Ledger,
sick.
man.
Don't care for any of it. It's all fucking.
Dude,
I mean,
DC's
but
dope,
that's
man.
coming from somebody who it's like I don't really give a shit about superheroes in general. Like I just got
What
into.
are you talking about?
I
You
just
love
got into
Marvel.
Marvel like within the past like 7 years.
Jungle.
Like,
You had
actually,
quite
like-
the reaction when I said Ben Affleck. What do you think?
I've only been into Marvel for half of my life. No, I'm kidding.
I'm 30.
Uh,
That's like a third of my life. Relax.
7 years. It's actually more than a fourth.
Yeah.
Less than a fourth. God, I'm brain fried. But hey, superheroes are cool, but some of them are just so overdone. Like it's a lot,
Like
you know.
Batman.
Fair.
And
But like,
Batman's the shit. Though. Don't you talk shit on my Batman, dude.
100%.
Not
Yeah,
Batman.
don't
Not a
talk
one
crap
of them.
on
Not
Batman.
Michael Keaton. Not Ben
What are you saying
Affleck.
about Batman?
Not
See, I'm
Christian
allergic-
Bale,
I'm
not
allergic to
Robert
bullshit.
Pattinson,
All right, Jungle. I
not
want
George
to know
Clooney.
when I said Ben Affleck, you had quite the reaction. Like you flew back in your chair. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm curious.
I like Ben Affleck in general. I think he plays great roles. Like I don't know. Like he for me when he came into Batman versus Superman, I was like, what are we doing, guys? But then I thought about the heritage of like Batman on screen and the way that they've cast Batman, and I was like, okay, like it took me a minute to accept it.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of tried to enjoy it. I don't love it. But I watched George Clooney as Batman, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like I think Affleck is better as
Yeah.
Batman than Clooney, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I liked those movies, and they were just caricatures, you know, they were very like silly, cartoony conveyance that were like almost
True.
trying to tap into the comic, but be on screen at the same time. And I
Yeah,
enjoyed
Conroy.
them. I enjoyed all of them. I like all the Batman movies.
You're
like
telling me
anything-
Arnold as Mr. Freeze was cartoony? Come on.
I
Chill.
think
everybody
too,
chill.
Stay cool.
one of the coolest
Yeah,
scenes
cool.
Jim
for a
Carrey as
Batman
Riddler.
movie. I think one of the coolest scenes for a Batman movie
Nora,
was in
Nora
the Batman
freeze.
was in the Batman versus Superman movie when the cop goes finds those people in the basement, goes upstairs, sees the guy chained to the heater or whatever, and all this it kind of gives you not a panoramic but like an outside view where it's like the cop, you see the guy, and then up in the corner, faintly in the shadows, you can see Ben Affleck and his Batman just sitting there in the shadows. I'm like, dude, that is a Batman move right there if I've ever seen it. It's so cool. Especially when you read the comics and stuff like that. It was really cool. Yes, and I will say, MacMan, Kevin Conroy, the GOAT, at least voice wise. It's so
Kevin
good.
Conroy is the GOAT.
Jungle, have any of you guys seen Kevin Conroy reading the lines from The Dark Knight?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, I'm playing this right now.
Clooney with bat nips is iconic.
100%.
Yo,
100%.
The nipple suit.
Pop saying Keaton. I like Michael Keaton as Batman too. Like that shit was legendary. Tim Burton, Batman, with Batman Returns, like that's crazy with Penguin.
What's the one where Batman dies in it?
But I also love Christian
Batman
Bale.
dies.
Like he's my favorite Batman in live action.
I still have not seen Battinson yet. I've tried to start it
Battinson?
twice. Yeah, the
He's
Batman.
good. He's fine. It's noir.
Pop
you
likes
know?
Keaton.
Like it's a different style. I think he does that style really well. Like if you look at it from the perspective of like, okay, this is going to be a very dark noir film. This actually suits the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, I'm interested because Gazer said you really like the depiction of how Gotham was played out.
In the Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah.
100%. If it was nitty gritty, it felt like not only reading the comics, but also a mixture of the Arkham games, which I love the Arkham games.
Yeah, those games.
And I
are
felt
fantastic.
it was really that Arkham feel.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. Mark Hamill does a phenomenal Joker.
Oh,
The
yeah.
best, dude.
Not just in the Arkham games, but in the animated show as well.
Oh yeah.
But he'll always be the Luke Skywalker fan. Always.
Right, of course.
100%. 100%. I'm gonna play this clip for us here. It's a minute 20, but it's Kevin Conroy reading that part where Gordon at the end is talking to Batman, and he's like, "I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be." It's dope.
The Joker won. All of Harvey's prosecutions, everything he fought for, undone. Whatever chance you gave us of fixing our cities dies with Harvey's reputation. We bet it all on him. The Joker took the best of us and tore him down. People will lose hope.
They won't. They must never know what he did.
5 dead. 2 of them cops. You can't sweep that up.
But the Joker cannot win. Gotham needs its true hero.
No!
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I can do those things because I'm not a hero. Not like Dent. I killed those people. That's what I can be.
No, you can't. You're not.
I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be. Call it in.
They'll hunt you.
You'll hunt me. You'll condemn me. Set the dogs on me. Because that's what needs to happen. Because sometimes the truth isn't good enough.
You beat me to it.
Sometimes people deserve more. Sometimes people deserve to have.
I'll try that one.
It was
Awesome.
That was
So
so
cool.
boring.
He even sounds like without any visual, you can just tell that's a video game character voice, man. That is
100%.
crisp.
100%.
Yeah, so good.
Boys,
dude.
we got some royalty joining us. We got Pop the Bunny.
Oh shit.
Batman.
You are definitely not Batman, my guy. You're an interesting.
I'm not gonna
person.
lie. I just started watching Batman the animated series for the first time, pretty
it's like the
recently.
90s
And
one?
I've just
It's all time great.
Bro,
I've been
it's so
binging
good.
the heck out of it.
It's so
Oh,
good.
it's so
I'm gonna be
good.
real. That's probably the only Batman I really like. Is the animated.
It's
so
amazing.
good.
After you get done with that,
Mark Hamill.
watch Amazon's current one.
I have
It's
seen
actually
that.
really
Actually.
good.
I loved Cape Crusader. It was so
Yes.
good.
But yeah, the 90s good,
Mask of
man.
the
I love it.
Phantasm.
Yes.
Mask of the
Mask
Phantasm
of the
is so sick.
Phantasm, dude.
Yes.
Such a good
That
movie.
is that shit is so good. Like
Mask of
Mark
the
Hamill
Orgasm.
just annihilates the Joker. I think somebody in the chat, yeah, MacMan said Hamill is the GOAT Joker voice. 100%.
Oh,
You
100%.
would never know that it's Mark unless you
Yeah.
knew it. You know,
Yeah.
like, dude, he's
have you guys-
amazing.
Have you guys seen Troy Baker's Mark Ham or Joker impression?
No.
Okay, I'm
think
playing
I
this next too.
We
Yo,
were talking
crossover.
about-
Cal
It
Kestis
sounds
played-
eerily like Mark Hamill. It's wild.
Play it.
I'm gonna. Let's see.
Did you guys watch Gotham?
Yes.
I did.
Jerome Valeska.
I
Yeah,
liked
Jerome
Gotham.
Valeska. Yeah, Cameron Monaghan, right?
Yeah.
Crossover, little Star
Sta-
Wars crossover.
Staple
Right.
Place. Staple
Here we go,
Place, man.
guys. Here we go. You ready? This is Troy Baker. He does a lot of voices for video games and stuff. He actually did the voice of Indiana Jones in the new Indiana Jones video game.
He
But-
does Batman as well too.
Memories can be vile. And also little brutes like children, I suppose. What can we do without them? Memories are what our reason is based upon. If we can't face them, we deny reason itself. Although why not? We are contractually tied down to rationality. There is no sanity clause. So when you find yourself locked onto an unpleasant train of thought, heading for the places in your past where screaming is unbearable, remember, there's always madness. You can just step outside and close the door, and all those dreadful things that happened, you can lock them away. Madness is the emergency exit.
Nasty.
right? So good.
Nasty.
Like eerily Mark Hamill, you know, like
Dude, it's like, yeah, no, it's like just honestly, it's just as good.
yeah.
That's crazy. That like blew my
I know.
mind just now.
Isn't that wild?
Dude, I do voice impressions. You know, my friends like my voice and everything, but it discourages me because that's competition right there. And that is like beyond anything I think that I could do. It's insane. Hey, have you
Okay.
I think behind how he got like the Indiana Jones role was that he was the closest like pitch to sound like Harrison Ford.
Who
as
was
well.
that?
Troy Baker.
Troy
Dude, he
Baker,
sounded exactly like Mark.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's real good.
I'm better.
Can I speak to the kind of the idea that when you see that level of talent and you're doing the same thing? Because like, so a lot of you guys know that I have been doing Star Wars sketches and have applied for Tops and
What?
am a sketch artist. And so I follow like Angel and I follow Cisco Rivera and I follow Tracy Easterday, and a lot of the best sketch artists in the game are like actually some of the best artists that I've like actually ever seen. And they're at a level that is like so far beyond me, but I take it in every single day because I don't want to actually, it does intimidate me too, JT. It intimidates the heck out of me when I look at Cisco Rivera's posts. When I see he's got 9 sketches that are just absolutely mind-blowing and they're perfect. Like I can't find flaws in them and I'm looking for them. And I see how good he is, but I put his work in front of me every single day because I want it to be the benchmark. I want it to be the bar of what I am aspiring to become.
Yeah.
And so while it still intimidates me, I need it in front of me.
Sure. Yeah. I
That's
get
good.
it.
100%.
Especially as like a musician, I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sklee. I'm sure you probably could speak to that a lot.
Oh yeah, big time.
Absolutely. That's good.
Before we veered a little bit though, and we were still talking about movies, I wanted to say that I'm not a crazy big DC guy, but something I can take away from that universe that it's not really popular with a lot of people. I really enjoy the first 2 Hellboy movies, the Guillermo del Toro ones. So much to the fact that Prince Nuada, for me, is top 3 villains up there with Davy Jones, because I mentioned that when we were talking about Pirates as well.
Yep.
So
Is Vader number one?
JT and I are twins.
I think Vader has to just default
he has
be
to
number
be.
1. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just had to, I had to make
All
sure.
I've
time,
got a different number 1 villain of all time, and that is the Rey Skywalker.
It's actually no. What you meant to say was Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think honestly, my top 2 villains of all time are probably Darth Vader number 1, and then number 2 would be Joker. I mean, the
Heath
Joker.
Ledger's?
For me, not just Heath Ledger, but you read the comics
All of it.
and you get
Yeah.
the Joker in the comics. Like, you think Heath Ledger's Joker is insane out of his mind. Like, you start reading the comics and it's just like
He's
this
a nut
is
job.
He's a little nut job. Like, it's just insane some of the stuff he does. Like, he even at one point cuts off the skin of his own face so he can hide from Batman for a few years, and then goes back, finds it, and like literally like staples it back on.
He wears it as a mask. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I would also like to
wild.
throw in there Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin is one of the greatest.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire.
Green
Willem
Goblin
Dafoe
just
is
in
so nasty,
general,
dude.
like dude's
That's
a
a-
fucking menace in the comics.
that's perfect full circle there. Have you seen the deep fake that someone put the makeup of the Joker on Willem Dafoe's face? There's like
I've
a
seen
little
that,
Yeah,
bro.
he would-
full minute interview.
This shit
You
looks
gotta look
crazy.
at that video, Gazer. Like, it is. It's so creepy. Like, you talk about the elements of Ben Affleck like being the iconic like comic book
Physical.
Batman.
Yeah.
Dude, the sound of Willem Dafoe's like Green Goblin comes through, and the way he's narrowly looking, like the shape of his head and the way that he just
It's
sits
his
there.
crazy smile, dude.
It's like if Mark Hamill's Joker was in real life. It's
I
like
don't have-
perfect.
I'm gonna tell you right
I don't have
now.
the video,
I think
but
he's
here's
the only
the-
other person that I could say would
That's
play
the
like,
makeup
the
with him. I
perfect
mean, he
Joker.
just-
He would slay that.
He would.
There's a video of it, and man, he's just talking
Well, I
about
haven't
his
seen the
teeth.
video. I've just seen pictures.
Man, okay, so with that, the only thing that comes to my head is that in a particular Batman comic that I've read called Batman the White Knight, Joker has this alternate personality called Jack Napier, which is like his identity before he becomes the Joker. And all I can think of is Harley Quinn going, "Jack, is that you?" And then Joker going, "Napier's on sabbatical, honey."
Norman's not here, honey.
Yo, Cam, so you said you just started watching the Batman animated series?
Yeah, a few weeks ago started. Yeah,
Definitely solid.
It's
And
so
I brought
good.
this up last chat. So, Gazer, you have not, which this blows my mind, you have not watched Invincible yet. Okay, dude,
I haven't
listen,
seen it.
man, guys, I'm so it is by far the greatest animated show I've ever seen. Seriously, that good.
Don't watch it with kids in the room.
Yeah, no.
I just
Yeah,
know
that's
J. Jonah
pretty bold.
Jameson's in it.
That's pretty bold. Steve.
Definitely no.
It's pretty bold.
dude.
Pretty bold. That's
No,
very.
dude.
I
bold.
get it. I get where you're coming from.
Every episode has you invested. Every
Half-foot, look
episode
at your
leaves you
DMs
on the
and
edge of your
stuff.
seat wanting more,
Oh,
and it always flips you into left field. Like if you like psychological stuff, like
Yeah.
what the heck, dude. I mean, it's that good. Just the consistency, everything is crazy. And then I've been watching the Spawn animated series, and that's really good up there with like the Batman animated. But dude, I'm telling you, get into some Image comics. That shit'll blow your mind. It's fantastic.
yeah. I definitely need to start reading some more comics. Haven't really read a lot of them. But
Yeah,
I'd like
I mean,
to throw an
I don't-
animated series up there that I know will make you think, Squee.
yeah. I mean, you can just
Samurai
watch the
Jack.
shows. You don't have to.
What do
read
you
the
got?
comics. What are you gonna say? Spy
Samurai
Kids.
Jack.
It's the greatest trilogy of all time. What?
Samurai Jack.
Dude, that
dude.
is such a good show.
For real. I love
Yes.
Samurai Jack.
I
Easy.
haven't
Samurai
seen
Jack
it,
is
but
a
I know it was
banger.
axed before its time.
Yeah.
All right,
You
guys,
gotta
I'm gonna
check that out.
I'm gonna
It's
play
really,
this
really
here.
good.
Hold on.
If you
this
like
is-
Gennady Clone Wars, I mean, it's
Gennady, I'd say,
Yeah.
is up there number one. For me.
Tartovsky, yeah.
yeah. Also, he's got another show that
amazing.
came out not long ago that's really good called Primal. It's
Oh,
where a
I've
caveman
seen like an
befriends a
episode.
T-Rex. It's sick.
All right, so this is the Defoe as Joker. Someone did. This is the one that JT was talking about.
Yeah, where's Pop?
I have gaps. I have gaps in my teeth. People have suggested that I fix them.
I think he would kill a
But I
Joker
like my
role though.
gaps.
He would.
As my father used to say, son, your teeth are air cooled.
That's interesting.
He's so weird, man.
It is.
He's weird.
He has the whole vibe.
He does. 100%.
Was a fire.
Don't like it.
It's that unpredictability,
Pop,
you know.
turn your camera on, dude.
Don't like
Bob,
it.
we want to see your beautiful face.
We want to see
We
your
need to
beautiful
see
face,
you,
Pop.
bro.
We miss you.
Real Ben
Oh,
Maynard,
oh,
you're
oh,
absolutely right.
we got
He
Wars.
flashed
there.
us.
There he is.
Is this what subliminal messaging looks like?
What's up, Pop? How are you, sir?
Doing good. How are you guys
Good.
doing?
Doing well.
Somebody told me there was a whole bunch of nerds on the screen, so I said, I guess I just joined.
9 weirdos.
Nine weirdos
Rule
coming
them
to
all.
summer. 9
So-
people talking about their Lord
In
of
a
the
world.
Oh man.
9 companions.
See, I wasn't gonna join, then I heard you guys talking about Batman. So I was
Yes.
like, all right.
See,
Well,
okay, that's
let me-
exactly why I'm here. You're in my wheelhouse. I have to interject.
That's why I
right?
joined too.
All
Everyone
right,
was
so we'll
talking
let-
about
we'll let-
movies and franchises, and I was like, I feel left out.
The
Yeah.
dude's named Cam the Movie Man, for Christ's sakes. Get him in here.
You're not left out because I sent you the invite. Pop,
Oh,
what
dude.
is your take on this whole Batman subject here?
So, what was the question? And were we talking about the best Batman or what?
Yeah, your favorite Batmans, and then your top 3 villains of all time.
Ooh, top. So I did hear the villain part. I did hear you guys talking about Vader, and for some reason in my heart, I really don't consider Vader a villain. I don't consider him a villain. I just consider him a
He's
man
the
that made
victim.
bad decisions and has to stay with it. I don't think Anakin in real life would ever wanted to be a villain, but he you know
He's possessed.
he messed up his whole life. So
possessed.
what other choices do you have? Because
was
he was
so-
gonna-
Anakin is gone.
It's
Yeah.
not just about the mistakes; it's about the manipulation.
No,
yeah,
but
and
like
and
But isn't
Palpatine
that
too.
every
Like,
villain
what
ever,
is he
though,
gonna
that
do?
they-
going off
you know?
of what Pop's saying, it's like, you know, when you see when Mace flies out the window, right, and he sits there, he's like, "What have I
What
done?"
have I done?
He's realizing it's not that he wants to go down this path. There's no other option.
Yeah.
Where is he
Yeah.
gonna go?
He
I just
feels
think a,
like
a
there's
villain
no
is the
other
type
option.
of person that
There
Yeah.
wasn't.
But
I
hold
really
on,
don't see no good in them. Like,
Could I say something to that?
But hold on.
Let me hear the rebuttal.
Because a villain doesn't have to necessarily be a villain on his own right to be good. Another character can make that villain. So, like in Vader's instance, the reason Vader is so good is because Palpatine is pulling the strings. You know, the reason Davy Jones is so good, not just because his mannerisms, the way he looks and everything, but the MacGuffin is Calypso. Like they have this
But
escape.
then
tube.
would the argument not be that Palpatine is the villain and Vader's not? If Palpatine's the one pulling the strings,
yeah,
then
so then Vader's a puppet.
Vader's the victim.
Yes, but Vader's the one that carries it out. The movies 1 through 6 are centered around the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker. It's the possession of him into Vader. So, I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily have to be the villain itself to hold the spotlight to become, top.
No, but,
two,
but
right?
what I'm saying is, like, we're talking about best villains or like biggest villains. It's like there are so many more villains that choose to be a villain. Sauron chooses to be evil. All these other people choose to be evil and go out of their way to be evil. Whereas Vader's just like, and part of my French, Vader's just a pussy who got trapped into that life.
Dude, he really is. I mean, even like on the Battle of Mustafar, like Anakin's talking to Padme. He has no intentions of actually being Sidious's apprentice. He literally says, "I'm doing this to protect you." And
then he does for 25
can rule the
years.
galaxy together.
Right, but it's
But
like
then he does for 25 years. So he makes that choice after he knows that she's gone. He may feel like he has no other option, but it is still a choice that he makes because he does go back on that choice in episode 6.
It's
it
true,
takes
and I
him
don't think he would
25
have
years
done
to
that
get there.
if he didn't get clapped on Mustafar because he lost a lot of his power potential because of that.
Yeah.
he's realizing that
He
he's
get clapped.
fucked.
Mustafar.
Because if let me put it to you this way: if Anakin had killed Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine ain't shit.
Anakin's
no.
dude, he
clapping
was
him.
supposed to be
Anakin's
what, like
clapping
100
him.
times more
And then
powerful than the
Anakin
Anakin's
Emperor.
gonna
chooses what he
clap,
wants
yeah.
to do.
In the
100%.
deleted scene of the Revenge of the Sith video game, he actually
Mhm.
kills Palpatine after slaying Obi-Wan.
And
on
it was
Mustafar.
awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
the
is right.
galaxy belongs to me. That's
Yeah,
what he
he
Literally.
says.
just fucks up
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. No,
Because
it's
here's the thing.
interesting.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jungle. If
Go for it.
if he kills Obi-Wan, he kills Palpatine, and Padme's still alive, we don't get Vader. We don't get Vader.
Right.
Vader goes back to being Anakin.
My God, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Derail
We're
from
Powers
Batman.
Closet,
what's
you're not
happening
in here. That's
is
what's
Closet
happening.
Derail
failing
from
to show
Batman.
up again.
You're
Yes.
not invited.
You've been
All right.
kicked off the podcast.
All right, Jungle, go ahead, say what you were gonna say, and then Pop will let you finish your deal here.
Your rant.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, right? Because like we have to remember, like, I think it's easy for us to forget that like Anakin went in and like killed a bunch of children. And we have to come back to that too. Like that was his decision. Like, and you can argue that maybe he was possessed in that at that point, and I do think about that often because I think back to like the moment that happened in that arc with the Mortis gods where he was actually like possessed by the dark side and he ended up snapping out of it. And I think about, oh well, why would he have just like flipped and snapped like that and gone into that space where he went into the Jedi temple and killed all these kids? Like Anakin would not have done that, right? So in my mind, when he kneels before Palpatine and says, I
pledge myself to your
myself
teachings.
to your teachings, and he kneels like that, he is like opening himself up to be possessed by the dark side and ultimately ends up killing all of those kids in sort of a possessed state. Like that's not really Anakin that we're seeing. And we see that kind of like thing happen later on too. We see it in the Obi-Wan show. We see it with in Rebels when he fights Ahsoka and he's kind of snapping
You'll see
out
the
of
light
it a
for
little
a
bit.
moment.
Yeah.
Well, so
He'll
when
snap out
he
of it for a moment.
when he knights Vader,
Yeah.
henceforth
Right.
you shall be known as Darth Vader.
That was good.
And then
That was
he
good.
stands up. He puts up his hood and he says, slay everybody in the temple. But when he gets to Operation Nightfall, it's Vader's choice. He's still fighting with Anakin on the inside, deep down, whether you see it or not. But it is Vader's choice to literally take Palpatine's words as, okay, everybody in the temple that's not a clone is donezo. Even the kids. He's going to clear room by room. So
Right.
there are many choices that he makes that.
I think it could also be at that point a sort of going through the motions sort of flow state. Because, I mean, again, what happens is he's just killed Mace Windu. He's just killed one of the highest
Allegedly.
members of the council, right? A legend, right?
Allegedly.
And he is complicit in the murder of one of the high members of the council. And I mean, it seems in that moment as though, like, especially with the what have I done sort of thing, all of that, it's like he's realizing my
There's no
life
other
is
path.
over. My life is over. And so
Because-
he's sort of in that flow state of just like, what am I supposed to do? I have to follow this direction. This is all that I have. Palpatine's instructions at that point, it's all that Anakin has to hold on to in that moment. Sure, there's Padme, but she's not there, right?
Right.
She might be in the back of his mind, but in that moment, Sidious is really like, and because of that sort of like, Palpatine sort of fills this void that Anakin has in that he does not have a father figure. Obi-Wan is not a father figure, he is a brother figure. So he doesn't have any real true parental guidance in he hasn't had any in the last like 13 years of his life. And so Palpatine steps in to fill that void, and that's all that he has in that moment is that direction from this character that is essentially his father, right?
Yeah, he's
at
needed
this
his
point.
whole life. Yeah, ever since Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I'd also like to add in here too. It's like, do we really think that Anakin goes out of his way to be this evil, or do we think he does this as a way of like self-infliction of like penance, right? Because
be
he's
that too.
done all this
Yeah.
shit, and it's just like, I'm a piece of shit. I fucked
It's
everything up.
definitely,
So
it's
I'm just
definitely
gonna
his.
take it out,
Yeah, it's definitely his hatred towards the galaxy. I mean, he grew up a slave.
But I
He
think
lost
it's
his
hatred
mother.
towards himself too.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I would
Definitely
totally
is.
agree with that. Here, I really want to back off of that. Episode 6 when he's talking with Luke It absolutely feels like that, and I think it just carries over. I think that's the moment we get a peek behind the veil into what's going on inside of Darth Vader. When he's talking with Luke and he says all that stuff about it's too late for me, all whatever, right? When he's talking about that, I think that's the one glimpse we get into what's behind the veil of Darth Vader in the entire sequel trilogy or original trilogy. In the entire original trilogy, I think that's the only time we get to see behind the curtain. And I think that's his frame of I think you have to kind of take that as his frame of mindset for what's going on the whole time, especially after with what happened with Padme, because that's his fault in his mind, right? Because the Emperor tells him, in your anger, you killed her. Her death is on my hands.
I know it's kind of shunned upon because not a lot of people like it, but in the VR game Vader Immortal, when you play inside the castle, there's this shot where you're inside of like the vents, and then he takes off his helmet and he's like, Padme. And he goes, and he's like crushes the room around him, man. It's like, holy dude, Anakin's going through it, man.
Because it's his fault.
I'd also like to point out, it's like, we made I forget who made the argument. It's like, by Anakin going and killing all these people at the temple, it makes him a villain. Does that also make every clone a villain because they're following their orders and they're following their puppet master?
Well, that goes to like the statement of like, before they changed it to the microchip idea, the common belief was that the clones all decided at the same time, oh yeah, we were in on the joke,
Yeah.
So I guess it
depends on which version of the canon you follow. Yeah. I mean, if you follow the what took place before the Clone Wars, then they follow orders blindly because that's what they were made to do. They may have had some traitorous thoughts, but nobody said it aloud because that's not the job. The job is to do the job is to follow orders. And if you take the canon from the side of the Clone Wars, in that there are the chips and that everything is done via this thing that alters your brain, right? You have no choice. I would say that they are not the villain. I think that there is a tragedy to that in that they are literally a tool engineered to do this, and that this is done against their will because Rex tries to fight it, because Rex is the only one in the know. Rex tries to fight it. He knows about Fives. He directs Ahsoka to figure out what happened with Fives so she can save him and try to save the others. But when you have that many clones and that little time and the ship is going down and all of that, there's nothing much you can really do. And it looks like the Wrath of Mandalore has something he'd like to say.
In that same aspect of what you just said, is there tools to the means, right? Is Vader not the tool to the means of Palpatine?
Maybe so, but not nearly as directly because the clones literally have no choice.
I mean, fucking Anakin's been brainwashed for years.
That's true. That is true, but again, it's his decision to make.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I understand
he has the choice.
It's his decision to make. At the end of the day, everybody got a decision.
Well, Rex had a decision to make too, and Rex made the right one.
Let Pop talk.
No, Rex knew though. None of the other clones knew.
Let Pop talk.
Well, hold on. Everybody has a decision to make, but in his situation, and the way I see it from Anakin's point of view, what other choice do you have to do?
Yeah.
You already killed your girl is dead, right? Obi-Wan messed you up. You can't change yourself. Even when he did what he did to Mace, what is he gonna do? If he holds Palpatine and says no, we're gonna hold you here, then they're gonna be like, well, you did this to Master Windu, you're going to jail or whatever. His life is all messed up,
and on
that point. So it's
now hold on.
You have no other choice to do. Like you
hold on.
You can't go back to being good because you already made you messed up in that moment.
Maybe so, but to bounce off of if you hold Palpatine there, you got to say, hey, you killed Mace. Who's going to know other than you and Palpatine what happened to Mace? And who are they going to trust, the Jedi or the Sith Lord trying to twist things?
I definitely feel they're pulling security hologram footage.
They're
definitely going to do that.
Obi-Wan,
in the other aspect too, right? There's the theory that Palpatine let Mace put him in the corner to influence Anakin, right? So what's to say that by Anakin going, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna side with Mace, Palpatine's not like, all right, fuck you, and just lightning, done, dead.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like in that moment, he
Batman
has to
said if
choose.
Anakin let Palpatine get killed, everything would have been fine. But wasn't no Order 66 was not done yet, right?
Nope.
No, yeah.
That not
Okay.
happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, this all started with asking Pop his top 3 villains of all time.
Yes.
So
I think it started
Pop,
with
go ahead.
Batman. didn't
Every
it?
single one of you fucks has ADHD, and I love
I'm
it.
Batman. No,
Undiagnosed.
to me,
Undiagnosed.
I
Hold
feel
on now.
like 100%.
I'm diagnosed.
Joker is the number one villain out of
Yeah,
everything.
I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, Joker is just sometimes he does stuff just to do stuff because he's bored, and he needs Batman.
Well,
and
like one of the
thing,
things
Batman needs a Joker.
Yeah.
So it's like they're basically rivals for life, but no one wants to kill the other.
Yeah.
we
and Pop,
we
that's
should
the thing.
press-
We were talking about that. I don't know. Were you on here when I named Joker as my second? And like you read,
like he
you
literally
read the
cut
comic,
cut his face,
and then a couple years later returns and staples it back on.
Bro.
I'm like,
Death of the Family is the comic for anybody wondering. That is
Yes.
Batman: Death of the Family, 3rd volume in the New 52 run on Batman by Scott Snyder and Greg
So
Capullo.
I
Yep,
still
very
think
good.
Sauron is the number
You
one
drop in the
great
chat?
villain of all time.
We should have prefaced this before we ever got
might
into
be the
this.
biggest villain, even
These
though-
these are all subjective.
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah,
top
yeah.
3
Everything I
villains-
say is a fact, and if you
Number
don't agree
one
with me,
villain
fuck
is
off.
I
Star
have to
Wars
disagree
closet.
with the Sauron. As much as I love the Lord of the Rings, Sauron doesn't do anything beyond sit there and stare.
What?
Okay.
I love Lord of the Rings. The fact of it.
Looking menacing.
Next question. Wrong.
Subjective. It's all subjective.
Wrong.
all right, Pop, what's your next two
Sauron
villains?
wants to destroy the world to make it beautiful in his eye. It's evil. He's pure evil.
I mean, the villain has to be Palps, no?
Yeah, if that's
Yeah,
what you're
if
going
we're
on
looking
for
at
Star
we're
Wars,
looking
he's
at
gotta be
villain.
number
To me,
one.
I think it has to be Palpatine
Or like I said earlier, Rey Skywalker.
or Rey Skywalker.
She destroyed the Star Wars fandom.
We have to look at what the root cause of Anakin
She didn't destroy,
is.
she
And
fractured it.
the prophecy of Anakin was to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force. Whether he turned to the dark side or not, that was
He
his
was a tool.
destiny.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what choices he made along the way, as long as he got there.
Yep.
But the problem is that Sidious got in the way and turned on his dark side.
Yeah.
Make him the ultimate tool.
Nah, the real villain is Jar Jar.
It's you, Ricky.
Clone Force,
Phantom Menace is
Jar Jar,
Jar
you
Jar.
mean?
Clone Force, I can't help you because the book has been out before you were alive. So if you haven't got to it by now, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not spoiling anything that just came out.
Man, Ray.
The book has been out since like Christopher Lee was 20.
So another villain that I think of, right? And I don't know if you guys know anything about this. Maybe you do, but I think Frieza. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and Frieza just seems like he cannot get over getting his ass whipped by Goku, and he finds his way even in the mangas now. Where I don't know if you guys know up to date about Black Frieza, how he worked to go work out and everything so he could develop and get powerful because he wants to beat Goku so bad. So I mean, between him coming back, reanimated, him getting sliced up, right, and then those pieces getting the wish, they used the Dragon Ball to bring him back. I feel like Frieza is just one of those villains for the Dragon Ball that
I got to counter you on Dragon Ball.
Uh-oh.
Cell, because he killed fucking homeboy. Bro, I was vibing and I was like, Goku's got a homie, everything's gonna be all right, and then he shows up dead, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
He like eats people with his tail.
Hmm? Yeah.
He like sucks their like
Sucks
life
everybody
force.
up and then
he takes life force enemas is what he does.
So, Pop, what would you say? We already talked about this for us. What are your top 3 like movie IPs?
Oh, Pop out of Catch Hands, I already know. Pop out of Catch Hands.
Well, you guys are not gonna like this. Have you guys heard of a movie called
say that.
Waterboy?
He's gone. Crazy.
Rage quit.
Have you heard a movie called Waterboy?
Hey, Pop, self biopics are out of the question. We're not doing
No, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Pop goes,
Mama's right.
Waterboy radio.
Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Waterboy radio, Happy Gilmore. Best film.
Billy Madison.
Mr. Penguin.
Mr. Penguin, no.
Today, Junior.
You know what? That's kind of tough to. Star Wars is gonna be there for me.
Really?
That's gonna be top, right?
That's crazy.
But I'm
Hot
like,
takes.
what else? I mean, I love
Let
the
me
old
influence
school
you, my
Resident
friend.
Evil movies.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
like,
You said
not
Resident
good.
Evil?
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Oh my gosh, dude, Alice. Alice is
Yeah.
goated.
So I love Resident Evil.
No love for the Terminator.
I love the Nightmare on Elm Street. I still feel that Freddy Krueger is the worst person to me because you can't sleep, bro. I mean, how you gonna defeat somebody when you can't sleep?
Nah, but he gonna kiss you through the phone, homie.
He's gonna kiss you.
Okay,
He's
so
gonna
Pop,
suck you in your bed and bust you out. Yeah.
Freddy
Ricky.
vs. Jason is like one of the funniest movies I've seen.
Well, that I would have been like, if that would have crossed my table. Hey, we got a good idea. Let's go ahead and do Freddy versus Jason. Get the fuck out of the office
get the
right
fuck
now.
out of here.
Who hired this guy? Get him out.
What, you don't
Movie
like
is
Freddy
so
versus
bad.
Jason?
That's
No.
what Alien
And then
versus
they
Predator
came
did
up with,
that.
was it Jason in space? What the fuck? Is
Jason X, bro. Bro, that's like that's as
Jason
iconic
X.
as freaking bat nipples, man.
That's how you
Hey,
know Star Wars
Rest in
nerds and
peace, Val
uncultured
Kilmer.
fucking
Rest in
piece of
peace, Val
shit.
Kilmer. But I did not approve
R.I.P.
of George Clooney and Val Kilmer as Batman. That pissed
I
me
forgot
off.
about Val Kilmer, dude. Gosh,
Yeah, rest
dang
in
it.
peace, Val
Rest in
Kilmer.
peace.
By the
Rest
way,
in the peace,
my
bro.
favorite Val Kilmer movie he was ever in was got to be Tombstone.
Tombstone, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Watched
yeah.
it
Oh,
last
week.
yes,
It was
so Glee, did you like it?
bro.
I'm your
Yeah,
Huckleberry.
I loved it, man. I
Hell
thought it was
I
yeah.
am
fantastic.
your
He
Huckleberry,
killed that role
bro.
completely.
Your
You
Daisy
love
if you
to.
do.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up,
I'll
man.
be your Huckleberry.
Yep.
It
Well,
was
the
fantastic.
thing is,
Ricky.
I really like. So my ex-wife, and there's the reason why it's an ex.
Which one?
There's a reason why she's an ex. She likes the
She used to say that I like stupid movies for stupid people, and then
So nerd.
and then I'm like, well, you married me, so that makes you
big
okay.
nerd.
Anyways,
Uno reverse.
so Waterboy, Tommy Boy,
Banging.
what's
Boy's
another
banger.
movie that I like? Step Brothers, like movies
yeah.
like that, bro.
Closet. Oh my god.
Talladega Nights.
Luke,
You know,
they're funny.
you're gonna-
What?
I'm paralyzed. And he's like, was it? Don't you bring that on me, Bobby? And then he's like,
Put that even oh, dude, I love it.
Leave on
Hey,
Ricky.
hey, hey,
You
I'm
want me,
gonna
brother.
let I'm gonna let you break my arm. You're gonna have to break my arm.
it was a
I
deer,
need no
8
crap.
pounds, 9 ounce. Jesus, he was a man. He had a beard.
I'm
Shut
gonna
up,
jack up on
Chip.
Mountain Dew, Chip. I'll kick your
I like the
fucking
Christmas
ass.
Oh my god, bro! Those
one of my
movies,
favorite
like
movies.
like that, was like I really like stupid movies, bro.
Me too.
You like Tropic Thunder, Pop?
Oh hell
Tropic
yeah!
Thunder.
Don't ever
Hell
go
yeah.
full retard.
Yeah, I don't even know how
Playing
they
a
got
dude,
they
playing
got
another
Robbie
dude.
Downey Jr. got away with
Dude,
that. That's
it's
crazy.
so good.
That's crazy, bro. You want to talk about
I'm a dude disguised as a
some
dude playing another
some
dude.
political science shit, bro. He's just like,
Another
Ricky,
fucking Planet sketch.
Ricky, what's your favorite Resident Evil movie? Now that I got you.
Resident Evil, the first one.
The first one when they go down to the lab.
Yeah, when they go down to the lab, even though so the second one, I was really excited because at the end they put, spoiler alert for everybody that hasn't seen the first Resident Evil, then too bad. But then
Apocalypse, you like
let's
the
take
second
them to Project Nemesis, and I was like, ooh, we gonna get Nemesis, let's go, because I like the video game. And then Nemesis comes out in the other movie, and I'm like, bruh, this is not what I want, because it made him look funny. And I think what killed it is they put that guy, Mike Epps, in the movie. And I get it, they put him for comic relief, but if you ever played Resident Evil, there's nothing funny about that.
Yeah.
If you ever played the game, 2 o'clock in the morning,
The residents are evil.
and
night
you're
long?
going into a door and it goes, and then your mom scares the shit out of you. Go to bed. It's 2:00 in the morning. That's the type of stuff you don't see Mike Epps making you laugh back then, but
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of killed that because I was really excited. If you ever played Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis, he was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. He got you scared. He got me scared. I had to turn the game off for a moment and just give it a couple days because my heart was racing too much. Then you watch the
3
movie and
days.
you're like, he
Well,
looks.
so the movies they're not based off of the games, but they have the game elements. So like
Yeah.
Apocalypse, they got Jill Valentine, they got Nemesis and
Yeah,
whatnot.
Jill Valentine.
Like, I'm a big Retribution fan, but like you said, they have silly moments in the movies that are not necessarily meant to be silly, but they just come off that way. Like at the end of the movie, they fight. Was it Claire and Chris Redfield and Alice? They fight Wesker.
Yeah, Wesker, yeah.
Wesker, and he's doing that, and he's dodging the bullets and whatnot. I'm like, dude, this is so goofy, man. But-
Was it Team America, World Police? Those are the ones with the puppets were inappropriate.
Yeah. It was Matt Stone and Trey Parker, man. The
America!
Fuck
yeah! I got a movie for y'all that's
Come
like
in,
dumb,
say-
hilarious, like just stupid.
All
I
right,
don't know if any of you guys ever seen it.
I gotta head out, guys. I appreciate talking to you. It's been
See you,
great.
JT.
Till the
Have a
next
good one,
time.
JT.
All right,
Bye,
peace.
JT.
Edward Scissorhands, let's go.
Yo, a stupid movie that y'all probably have not seen that y'all would love is called Division 3: Football's Finest. If you can find it, dude.
It sounds stupid.
Is that the
Dude,
movie
it
with
is-
the
it's
dude that
Andy
plays
Dick
like
is the
Jack
main
Reacher
character,
in
guys.
it?
I'm telling you, like, it's one of those. It's
Go
a B movie, but
every
it's one of those movies
day.
where like he just steals the show. There's so many like what is it?
One-liners.
One-liners. Like so many one-liners. You got to check that one out. It is hilarious.
Go every day so that others
Go every time so others may.
I also love the movie The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg. Oh god,
that movie's fantastic.
You got to have your first desk pop.
The whole
River
like
Band.
opening,
He's saying
it's
goodbye to
like
his
in
wife,
that
and like
movie.
Will Ferrell's like bye, and he like keeps saying goodbye to his wife, and Will Ferrell keeps like bye.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was it? No, what was it? That movie with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg when he took the basketball and he chucked it and he hit the cheerleader in the face. Is it like a Knicks game or something like that?
I don't
You guys know what I'm talking
Is
about?
that Daddy's Home?
Yeah, Daddy's Home. There you go.
That's good.
That's the
I've seen
one
that
right
one, too.
there. That is hilarious. Stuff like that. Like everybody asks what's my favorite Christmas movie is Elf, bro.
Yeah, it's so good.
Will
that's
Ferrell,
so
I'm
funny.
sorry. That's like, bye,
Elf's the
dad,
best.
bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. A freaking narwhal comes out
So
of
good.
nowhere.
Which it's funny. I saw my wife sent me this hilarious little video, and it's this little kid, and she's going through little animals. Like, what does the cow say? What is and she's making and all of a sudden her mom goes, "What does the narwhal say?" And she goes, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad."
I think we lost another
my
one.
Goodness.
Oh,
And
man.
so I'm a manager at retail, right? And I love when the manager sees Buddy and he goes like, "Why are you smiling?" And he's like, "Smiling is my favorite." He goes, "Make work your favorite." So every time I'm at work and somebody's like, "Oh my god, that's my favorite song," I'm like, "Make work your favorite." How about that? Do that. Make work your favorite. That's what I like. And he's like, 10 a.m. Santa Claus is coming. Santa! Oh my god! I know him. Like,
I know him.
You're not
I love him.
Santa. You smell like beer and cheap cheese.
I love
Oh my
that.
god. I have to watch that. I have to watch it.
I think one of my favorite parts of that movie is when they have the snowball fight, and he just like
Bro, my man's nasty
and
with
then
it. He's like,
and then the last kid, he's like, "Here, give that here," and he's like a football field away, and he just like, woof, and just nails him right in the back, like said dead center. I was just hilarious, man.
no, when he drinks the whole 2-liter, like
Yes.
in one shot, and he's like, "Brrr. Did you hear that?" No.
Oh man.
MacMan's comment about
Spaghetti
Meet
and
the
syrup.
Spartans. That's a
Yeah,
great
that's good
parody
too,
movie, and
yeah.
they need to
Meet
bring
the
back parody
Spartans.
movies. Yeah, bro. Meet
That's
the
a funny
Spartans.
one. It's
Disaster
like one of those
movie,
epic movies,
movie.
movie 43.
Bring back all the parody movies,
Scary
man.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Well, yeah, the
movies were
scary
great.
movie. Those were hilarious.
Yeah, it's like all within the same. They just basically they make fun
Was
of
it
other big
the
movies.
first scary movie with the guy with the little hands and he puts it in
No,
his
that's the
mouth?
second one.
That's the
That's
second
Scary
one.
Movie
Clone
2.
Force, I forgot about this
Little
movie.
finger.
Dick and bulk.
Oh,
You guys ever
my
seen
God.
the campaign with Zach Galifianakis?
Oh
and,
my
Yes.
God, yes.
Marty Higgins. I love that.
Yeah, just stuff like that, man. And I look at those movies and you think about it. The movie usually lasts like about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's an hour 40 minutes of your life that you're just laughing. It's a way to escape, because and I don't know. I can't speak for everybody that's in this chat right now, but everybody's life, we all face some different challenges here and there, right? But when you put those movies on like that, even if it's on TBS or a replay, or you like, Netflix has it again, you put it on. It's just that hour to 2 hour and a half that you're just laughing, having a good time.
I mean,
And that's
all
what
Star
movies
Wars
were supposed
fans,
to be
man. We
all
can talk
about
about
for
Escape
me.
all damn day long.
Yeah, or put on Star Wars.
Okay. This is brought to
you're
mind
right.
something completely out of left field. I gotta know from anybody who may or may not have seen. What did you think about Thunderbolts?
I have not seen it. I heard it's
Ooh,
great.
I have not seen it, but I heard it's good though.
Are you kidding?
No,
Haven't seen it.
because the thing is,
Bro, I've had no desire
Marvel
to
has
see
not
any
been
MCU
delivering in the last couple of movies, to my opinion. So I was like, I'll just wait for it to hit Disney Plus. At
That's
this point,
fair.
yeah,
But it's so good.
Yeah,
that's
I hear
what I
it's
heard.
great.
I heard it's good.
This is a matter of personal opinion, of course, as everything is. But
So you're wrong.
man, okay, that's fine. You can think that.
This is
That's
the
your
guy who
opinion.
can't even
Okay,
fucking
but
read a page of a book.
Hey, I got audiobooks for a reason, man. I live in the South, all right?
I bought the Century comic because of this to read it. Excuse me, I read books.
No,
seen the
nerd.
scene.
Nerd
I've
doesn't
seen
read
you're talking
books.
about.
Oh yeah, that's
listen to
fair.
books. Nerd can't read.
I only listen to
Oh,
them.
okay, Bagman. I see you, best MCU
Yeah, I'm hyped
in
to
a
watch
long
it though,
time.
man. I've heard nothing but
In
great
the
things
words of
about
Clone
it.
Force 97.
I just want to read. Don't ask me, bro. I live in South Carolina, and
I just want to
Just-
simply
He's
read.
still fighting a war.
one
think
little
that's
quick
just gonna
interjection
rise
about
and
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he didn't stop at Bucky's because he thought he said Boosie's, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to
Oh
Boosie's.
man.
That's the real reason why he didn't stop at Bucky's, because he didn't
No,
read
if
it
it had
right.
said
He thought it
Boosie's, I
says
would've
Nah,
fucking
Boosie's.
stopped.
it's because it's too far from south of the border. That's why he didn't go.
Before we get off topic again, I wanna give one little just my opinion on the movie. It's not gonna spoil anything. It's just my thoughts compared to everything else. I have to say I personally think it's the best Marvel movie to come out since Endgame,
This is what I
including
hear.
Spider-Man.
Ooh.
I hear the
Including
same thing.
Spider-Man.
Even Over No Way Home, for real.
Yes, Over No Way Home.
So it's
Because
better than
personally, I personally enjoyed it just as much, and it didn't rely on any of the nostalgia.
The cameos, anything like
The
that.
cameos, exactly. It didn't rely on any of that. It
I've
took
heard the same
everything
thing.
it took everything from the MCU that we already had, but it really didn't lean on any of it all that much. Like at all. Like the only movies I think it really heavily ties into is like a Black Widow, maybe the little bits and pieces we've seen of what's her name collecting all of the heroes, but other than that, it really doesn't lean on to anything else. It feels like it can stand on its own two legs. You could
Yeah.
watch it without needing much, if any, of the surrounding Marvel movies.
Yeah, and
So
I've
I
heard
don't
like
have to
Bucky
watch,
was primarily
15
like the B
movies and
plot of
38
the
seasons
film.
of a TV show to understand what's going on.
No, you don't need any of that, nerd.
I've
I
heard
mean,
a lot of the same thing, and that's good, man. I mean,
Nerd
we
might.
we
Yeah.
missed the old Marvel. That shit
Yeah.
was awesome. It was definitely
yeah. Okay,
Nerd
so
might
so
need
what
it
what
a
did you
lot.
say about Bucky?
Yeah, so I heard like Bucky was the B plot. So kind of continuing what you're saying, like you don't necessarily need to know a lot about previous stuff. You can go in with a fresh mind and enjoy the new characters, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Personally, I man, it felt to me like a Yelena movie.
Like a Yelena movie, really.
Yeah, it just felt like it was her movie. Like everybody else was in it, and there was very much a lot of everyone else in it, but it felt like it was like This is what happens to her after Black Widow. That's what it
Mm.
feels like. It feels like it's
Okay.
kind of her movie. And
Equal,
as much
yeah.
as everyone else is very important to it, there are the
Sure.
villains, there are the heroes, they all work together. It very much feels like there is absolutely a focus on her.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
like
excited to
that
watch it.
because she was easily my favorite part of the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've seen that clip with Bucky and Sentry, just like a short clip that looks crazy, man. That's why I understand why you get interested in the character. But yeah, I'm excited. When it comes out, I'll definitely check it out on Disney Plus. I'm the same with Ricky. Like,
yeah.
the last movie I want to go see was Revenge of the Sith, so you know how expensive it is to go out and do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
It's
I gotta-
really good.
All right, guys, I gotta
Shifting
go.
gears. Just
Peace
wait
out,
before
dog.
before you leave. Somebody posted this. Ron Mothma. I immediately regret this decision.
That is hilarious. I love that movie because all the time in my job they ask for a Spanish translator, right? And I always go on the radio. And again, I work with young kids, so I'm like, Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish. And I'm like, does anybody know what that movie? No, they don't know. Because you remember Anchorman, he's coming in, he's talking to his dog Baxter,
Yeah.
and the Baxter's talking, and he's like, oh yes, and this, and he's like, what? Come again? Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish. And then I always go, the man, he punted Baxter. Did the He's like, you ruined my dead chopper. He was like, what do you, that was everything that I love. What do you love?
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah. But good one, guys. Have a
Hey,
good night,
see you later,
guys.
Pop. Thanks for joining.
Peace, brother.
Later, Pop.
There goes another legend.
There has to be some point in which me and Pop talk about Batman. It has to happen eventually, right?
Oh,
Maybe.
bound to. It's inevitable.
That's where this started, and I don't think we ever got back to it.
I mean, it could have happened if you had just come to ICCC, but you didn't want to
well,
do that.
I had life things. Leave me alone, nerd. I'm gonna defenestrate you.
Yo, Clone Force and Closet. If you guys are still in here, hop in the chat if you can.
Closet, come here, dude. All right, that's it. Closet.
No, if Closet hops on, we're ending the stream tonight.
Says
You
you.
have
If you want to
zero
hop
power
off,
to do anything in this fucking chat, like you can't
Gazer
even
grabbing
read.
Closet
Can
by
you
the
find
ear.
the leave button?
Yes, I can. I've got text to speech.
It's the big fucking shiny one on the right.
Jungle.
side.
I was hopping in and off on your stream. How'd it go tonight?
It was dope, dude. Like I did a 2-box break of Star Wars Galaxy 24, and
Heck yeah.
we filled like so fast, and it was just like fill and break, and yeah, it was great, man. Like I would have liked to have even had more product because like I was done in 2.5 hours. That never happens.
That's crazy.
Like actually never happens.
People
like,
were wanting that 24 Galaxy, man.
Well, and doing it like specifically with team breaks is the way to go. Like, so I'm gonna have more coming. I do have more on the way, but yeah, man, it was nuts. Like, it was such a good stream. I had like a steady amount of like 15 to 20 people in the stream the entire time.
Sick. That's dope.
So it was dope.
Heck
it was
yeah.
super dope. We didn't pull anything crazy, but let me show you guys. We did pull a pretty cool sketch. I'll just show you guys the hits here. Hold on, I'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3. You'll like one of the hits, Gazer.
Oh boy. Come on.
So we got first hit,
Ooh.
McNastiness.
I love that one.
Out of that's an Aqua. It's out of 199, number 17. The next one was the Imperial Crusader on the blue. Let's see, it's yeah, just a normal blue 150. So this, what was cool about this one is that it was the Omega 150 out of 150.
Oh dang, that's cool.
And then
Ooh,
that's your Obi-Wan on the wave.
Dope,
yeah, that's sick.
On the wave. That's a nasty one. I've pulled this Mojo too, but the wave is sick. It's out of 99. And then the AT-AT driver on the Prism.
That's sick.
Prism's kind of tough to see with my lighting right now, but that one's out of 75, and the Prism's sick. And then that's the sketch that we pulled from Neil Camera, the Imperial probe droid.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
dope.
so that was the first box. That was the first box we did. And then the second one didn't go as hard. It didn't go as hard. But we did get let's see. We got a couple pulsars and a Maul that's nasty. So no sketches, no autos.
That
That
Wrath would
one.
like that one.
Yeah, that one's Jabba's Bounty Hunter. And it was I made a joke about this one. It's a Pulsar, but it's number 69 of 199. I was like, you don't want that, chat. You do not want a 69 on a Jabba card. And then we got a Luke and R2D2 Pulsar.
Yeah, I got that one.
Nice. And then this one was cool because it was just a blue refractor. But what was cool about it, it was the alpha. So number 1 out of 150. And what's cool about that is that he's known as the alpha clone. So it's like he's the alpha and then there's Omega.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. That was like a nice touch. And then Maul ripping some fucking Padawan shit out right here. It looks like he's ripping out their heart.
Oof.
Jeez.
That's a dope card, man. I haven't seen that.
It's a dope ass card. To
Horrifying.
199. To 199 on the Aqua. So yeah, that one just literally is called Darth Maul. So yep. Not bad. And then a bunch of inserts and stuff.
cool.
There were some Tracy cards that got pulled. This is one of my favorite cards in the set that I think you guys would all agree is
Rebels there.
I like that.
nasty.
Yeah.
Malachor. Darth Vader arrives on Malachor. This is a Tracy Easter Egg card. One of the Power of the
Such a
Dark
cool
Side
card.
inserts. Nasty.
Such
One
a
of my
cool card.
favorite arcs and scenes. One of my favorite scenes in Rebels, actually, when Vader just like fucking comes down and he's standing on his TIE fighter with his saber ignited. Like this shit is so hard.
What a present!
Like,
Yeah, dude. What an entrance.
And Ezra's like, I'm not afraid of you, and he's like, well, you're braver than most.
Yeah, Maul's
You
like
know?
shitting himself, dude.
Yeah, Maul's shitting himself. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
literally.
Maul's just like, oh god, he's here.
Yep.
That's so badass. I love that. Maul's like, he's coming. He's like, he knows like Vader's on his way. He knows.
That's wild.
I think
All right,
he gets
I
the
love
same sort of terrified as he does at the end of the Clone Wars, right?
Siege of
Those last
Mandalore.
couple
Yeah,
episodes. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially when they put him
I agree.
away and he's like, you don't know, you don't understand. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
totally
yeah.
losing it. Yeah, I think when he feels that power coming, when he feels that anger, when he knows who it is, he's like, ah!
We got to
Like-
get a showdown between him, those two, in the Maul show next year. Like that would be.
Which really helps describe to you. It helps contextualize Vader's power.
Mhm.
Because Maul, which is obviously very badass, is terrified, and he fights Palpatine, in Clone Wars with Savage, when that goes down, and he's more afraid of Vader, like,
Well, he gets mollywopped by the Emperor.
he does.
Yeah.
And
He
as
does, but
we've
he's still
already
more
talked
afraid of
about,
Vader.
Vader's like 100 times more powerful, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
the metric? So of
No,
course he
Vader's
would be more
80%
terrified of
of
Vader.
the Emperor's power.
After the suit, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, after the suit. Yeah. I
So
mean,
that's
even when
different,
you
right?
see when Palpatine first gets reintroduced in Clone Wars with Maul, like Maul literally drops to his knee and is like, "Oh my lord, like all this shit, dude." Like basically forgives him for everything and just
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right. Well, I said I was gonna keep this to an hour, and now we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Liar!
Right?
You
I
turned
know.
her against me.
But I appreciate everyone joining. Jungle, Sklee, Cam, Wrath. I don't know what happened to Wrath, but he gone. Lord Swunsky, Closet. I don't know what happened to you. There's Wrath.
He back.
Oh, we
No
can't hear him.
volume, but he back.
We got Pop the Bounty Collector in here. We had JT. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. We will be with you again this next week here. More streams. Don't go check out Jungle Jedi on Whatnot. He does a lot of Whatnot streams, so go on there, check him out. Also, Wrath of Mandalore, he'll be getting on there too pretty quick. He's setting some stuff up, so go check him out. And his YouTube channel, Wrath of Mandalore. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining, and may the Force be with you.
Well, what have we here? Now, this podcast is something that belongs in the clouds.